suit and John Deere green. Jaybirds looks like something from a movie scene. And I know who's dangerous and who's insane, who's got the blue flame and Mary Jane. The road I'm on has no yellow lines, just cracked asphalt and broken signs. The potholes filled with THC. When the streetlights disappear, you're on the creek. The road I'm on is the place I know. The big white church with the haunted cove. The black marks leading to another lifetime in the side of a tall pine. The road I'm on has no yellow lines, just cracked asphalt and broken signs. The potholes filled with THC. When the streetlights disappear, you're on the creek. Pond Creek Road, Pond Creek Road, Pond Creek Road.
And investigators say there are currently a lot of unanswered questions.
In the middle of the night, I won't call your phone. In the middle of the night, one man motley crew with these girls, girls, girls. Ain't my fault they string me along like some pearls, pearls, pearls. And my heart too big, I wanna love, 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 but I end up hating me even more, more, more. Then I end up downtown in a twin turbo horse, revving up my engine at some Broadway girls, and say you wanna skirt some curves. I'm local to all gas and the heartbreak world. I ain't gonna call your phone in the middle of the night, needing conversation like it's some kind of lie. I ain't gonna think about you with another man dancing downtown to some replay jams. No, baby, I ain't gonna trip 'cause I only wear boots. Save the cowboy hats for the toys getting loose. Don't worry about me messing with your weekend life, 'cause I won't call your phone in the middle of the night. In the middle of the night, in the middle of the night. I'm a backwoods bandit, some don't understand it. I'm a star because the stars are truck bed and a blanket. Ladies love me 'cause my accent and I'm crazy. They go out in skirts, I offer outskirts and danger. Hard pouring rain, good thing I'm no stranger. Cruising through Music City with one in the chamber. Too out to tame, too long to stray. Living too fast to be anybody's second place. I ain't gonna call your phone in the middle of the night, needing conversation like it's some kind of lie. I ain't gonna think about you with another man dancing downtown to some replay jams. No, baby, I ain't gonna trip 'cause I only wear boots. Save the cowboy hats for the toys getting loose. Don't worry about me messing with your weekend life, 'cause I won't call your phone in the middle of the
Don't
night.
try to call my phone in the middle of the night. If I ain't with you in the morning, don't hit me when the moon's bright. I've been riding around the city in my Mustang, thinking about how you and me could be a thing. I couldn't hear you over my exhaust when you called, but the shit you put me through, I don't think we can resolve. I ain't no Broadway girl, baby, yeah, don't get that shit twisted. I keep a 9 on my hip in case these bitches start tripping.
I ain't gonna call your phone in the middle of the night, needing conversation like it's some kind of lie. I ain't gonna think about you with another man dancing downtown to some replay jams. No, baby, I ain't gonna trip 'cause I only wear boots. Save the cowboy hats for the toys getting loose. Don't worry about me messing with your weekend life, 'cause I won't call your phone in the middle of the night. In 615, motherfucker. Big knot in my pocket like I'm out of politicking. Pull up all black like a crooked politician. I'm drunk before I get my fucking wristband, bitches. Big belt buckle and I'm sipping Tennessee whiskey. In cahoots, rocking boots that I'll lose by the night. Drive my Lamborghini smelling like a fucking DUI. Ghost ride with some stop sign eyes. Call Metro to escort me to the countryside. Yeah, side door when I walk in. Slang in my voice when these women hear me talking. Outside shit going down as a top 10. Country ass cracker hometown, yeah, that's middle 10. Silverado covered with Carhartt seats. Starlit ceiling when the bitches wanna change it to pink. Nash Vegas Bruce Wayne with so many damn chains. You think I was a logger rolling these trees to the bang. When I'm bumping, I ain't passing when I'm sitting in my section. And you cannot sit with us unless you bad as hell erect. I eat the beat, I eat the shrooms and the booty if it's breakfast. DJ Clivy and his bitch, watch the playlist get you break. Tell them we don't need no VIP. We be on Second Ave, Hardy's on the street. Tell them we don't need no VIP. We hear dog drip bomb banging out the Caprice. I said we don't need no VIP. We some country motherfuckers that are Tennessee. Tell them we don't need no VIP. I said we don't need no VIP. Pulling up out front, stepping out with a 10. 5'1" and a half with some cocaine skin. Going in through the kitchen, I ain't whipping up shit. I don't sell dope, I just look dope, bitch. I like my beat down low, my top let back. I be banging in the club like I'm 10% black. I got the TIP on that Tennessee slime. Future bright like a Rubicon light bar, man. Diamonds on my neck will blind you like some bad made shine. When I walk up in the club, every bottle is mine. And I'm lighting up a doobie with the police in sight. And my security already with it and they letting me fight. I'm rolling stoned like a rolling stone in my caddy going home. Resin dripping from the cone, seeping in my finger bone. 6'1" to the motherfucking 5. Pulling up is something louder than an RV on fire, but we don't need no VIP. We be on Second Ave, Hardy's on the street. Tell them we don't need no VIP. We hear dog drip bomb banging out the Caprice. I said we don't need no VIP. We some country motherfuckers that are Tennessee. Tell them we don't need no VIP. I said we don't need no VIP.
I always show up with the baddest ones around me. And if you're looking, know you'll find us getting rowdy. We on the list, we skip the line, and we've been drinking for free. And can't even see the forest through the smoke of the trees. Turn up this up church beat, tearing up Church Street. They can't argue with crazy, so they give me the keys. Back roads, country kind, living like it's my last one. Homegrown, sipping shine, so we know where to get us some cups up. We fill them up and party rocking the south. Bug wild, dancing round, rolling up, smoking loud. Living it up, pouring it down. Me and my people running the town, rolling the cold, dripping the gold. Living like we ain't gonna ever get old.
We don't need no VIP. We be on Second Ave, Hardy's on the street. Tell them we don't need no VIP. We hear dog drip bomb banging out the Caprice. I said we don't need no VIP. We some country motherfuckers that are Tennessee. Tell them we don't need no VIP. I said we don't need no VIP.
We don't need no VIP. We don't need no VIP. I say we don't need no VIP. We don't need no VIP, no.
Some days I don't wanna wake, I just wanna bake. I don't wanna wait till my mate roll me up a J. Fill my room up with the smoke, so you can't see me when I'm at my low. I grew up when YouTube began. I looked up stuff that seemed pretend. The Illuminati and the pyramids. I've been 12 hours deep on a Google binge. I heard stories of strange men dressed in black clothes, in a black mask coming up to people's windows. I sleep with a 5.56, always loaded, optic rocking the nights. My room looked like Fort Knox, my mind running like an evil genius. Sometimes I scare my damn self cause I'm Norman Bates with a sense of kindness. The kindness, sick of being a sickness, sitting in the bottom of the shit river ditches. This ain't nice pics and hot chicks, it's nirvana. I ain't trying for a dollar or a cent. I don't wanna wake, I just wanna bake. I don't wanna wait till my mate roll me up a J. Fill my room up with the smoke, so you can't see me when I'm at my low. Some days I don't wanna wake, I just wanna bake. I don't wanna wait till my mate roll me up a J. Fill my room up with the smoke, so you can't see me when I'm at my low. This is one of them dope tracks that'll make people say I'm on drugs now. They'll probably say that I'm going crazy or I got possessed by the Willis house. They'll probably claim that I'm a danger to myself for all them nights at 3 o'clock. Precious time rolled in a swisher, listening for a whisper from my name. Rock. Heading Indian style, burning sage like I'm Cherokee. Deep eye sockets, hairline got a widow's peak. Knife in the sheath, Pocahontas in the sheets. I'll be damned if I let America John Smith me. Some days I don't wanna wake, I just wanna bake. I don't wanna wait yeah, I'm not the same, yeah. Wanna be a leader, but don't care about being famous. You wanna know what fame is? It's stressful and it's dangerous. I'm not complaining, I'm just writing out a story that's important for the up and coming. No bad and the biz of money, stay secluded, know yourself and see them coming. Don't let them choose what you're becoming. Be ready to die, cause haters hunting for headlines and shooting for 'em. Some days I don't wanna wake, I just wanna bake. I don't wanna wait till my mate roll me up a J. Fill my room up with the smoke, so you can't see me when I'm at my low. Some days I don't wanna wake, I just wanna bake. I don't wanna wait till my mate roll me up a J. Fill my room up with the smoke, so you can't see me when I'm at my low. See the silhouette underneath the street light glow, leaned against a caddy on a riverside road, alone and lurking, walking purpose. Even though I'm lonely and the crickets keep me chirping, a lightning bug sits with me on my shoulder, reminding me of how I'll shine when I'm older. But for now, I'm a floor full of ashes in a 90 model car, a couple missing teeth from chewing back too long. Fire wet gas, my attitude's no act. Trouble was my middle name, it will fit my ass. In a world where the music scene is planned and paid for, I'm covered up but not on the cover song. I'm the other country boy. Picture perfect, I never learned it. What does that mean? Who's the judge and verdict? No one, they just think they are. My life's sweet, give me a mason jar, a few wooden planks, some wooden call a porch. Living out anthems to be the torch for the imperfect girls and the boys like I once was. Imperfect is perfect if you ask someone like us. I'm a floor full of ashes in a 90 model car, a couple missing teeth from chewing back too long. Fire wet gas, my attitude's no act. Trouble was my middle name, it will fit my ass. In a world where the music scene is planned and paid for, I'm covered up and not on the cover some. I'm the other country boy, the other country boy. I've gone head to head with the biggest names, got golds and platinums on my wall and frames. Talk raw to the stars, they ain't shooting a thing. No EQ to give me around here twang. Came natural, Music City is my real birthplace. Tell the tourist if they're wildin', better pump and brake, or you're gonna see a man that ain't playing standing in a bar. He's one of us, and also a country star. He's a floor full of ashes in a 90 model car, couple missing teeth from chewing back too long. Fire with the gas, attitude no act. Trouble was his middle name, it would fit his ass. In a world where the music scene is planned and Church, bitch, we ain't playing in the same dirt. Bitch, we ain't hanging around the same folks. Everybody with me got kitchen tattoos and a heater so hot, watch a shower head burst. They don't wanna see me win, they know that's a fact. They wanna get a knife and stick it in my back, but they ain't close enough. I got the boss to act, so when I'm looking at you, I'm like, who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that? Yeah, who the fuck is that? I don't know. Who the fuck is that? I don't know. I said, who the fuck is? Started out with nothing, truckied up and rusting, thought they wouldn't accept me. Then I felt like fuck it. You can't tell me nothing, country bunking, putting wagon wheels up on the fucking cutlass. You can suck my rooster, yeah, I got the scratch. I'm fighting till I'm dead, I'm coming with the gas. If you can't speak my language, we can hang for that. I'm from the dirty, filthy in the back. Bitch, I hang with folks who don't got Instagram, but I can make you disappear for 50 grand. Robert Ely with the shit, cause I'm the man. Leader of the South, just read it on my hand. Middle fingers up, they broke on fuck you mode. Ain't a person in the game I'll ever owe. Keep the South hot, even in the cold. Cheat them kind of shit, Pine Creek Road. Bitch, we ain't playing in the same dirt. Bitch, we ain't hanging around the same folks. Everybody with me got kitchen tattoos and a heater so hot, watch a shower head burst. They don't wanna see me win, they know that's a fact. They wanna get a knife and stick it in my back, but they ain't close enough. I got the boss to act, so when I'm looking at you, I'm like, who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that? Yeah, who the fuck is that? I don't know. Who the fuck is that? I don't know. I said, who the fuck is? Overall, overball, rocking overalls, coming at you hot with a sawed off and iron jaw. I feel like a shit backside of a horse stall, and I stay galloping like an immortal horse, y'all. I stayed the course for no remorse, but a bugging on my head with a couple of sharp swords. I'm looking and looking who I'm gonna go haunt more. Like church, why the hell you dragging me to the dock for? I don't know, bro. Man, I've been a little off the rocker. I wanna hear the rapper like a sponsor for Betty Crocker, you motherfucker. And I don't wanna hear what that I'm too good now. The fame done got me in my fame done fan down. And other rappers trying to come at me and act out. Country rapping, no position and needing a rough drought. Rub church with the heat on fire, won't dry out. Got a burner tobacco packing up in my foul mouth. Hey, bitch, we ain't playing in the same dirt. Bitch, we ain't hanging around the same folks. Everybody with me got kitchen tattoos and a heater so hot, watch a shower head burst. They don't wanna see me win, they know that's a fact. They wanna get a knife and stick it in my back, but they ain't close enough. I got the boss to act, so when I'm looking at you, I'm like, who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that? Yeah, who the fuck is that? I don't know. Who the fuck is that? I don't know. I said, who the fuck is? Church. Vampire to the game, skill set never change. Stay sucking blood from a hater neck till I empty every vein. Come around me, get drained. I lyricize my pain, my shit like Beethoven. It's a big oven and my fat ass stay blazed. Yeah, back road magic, 20 albums in this bitch. Stay a monster on the track like I can flip a CSX. Even when in silence, you can tell you know I got the hits. And my eyes can speak the language of a crazy wailing rip. Yeah, I always been slaying, right hook always waylaying, always going always green beret with the paper. Watch them act like I'm supposed to acknowledge all of their goals while I'm on the phone selling foreign cars to Post Malone. Man, fuck a red carpet, fuck a plaque and its cost. I got golds on platinum, still none hanging on my wall. I just let the bars I got go surround them all like the police done picked them off. I'm that honky with an attitude, no act when you get gratitude. I leveled up so much this level ain't got fucking altitude. No fly zone, computing future equations, no loose ends in the game. My enemy's career be basic cadence, my career be fantasia. I simulate southern flavor, one word about me, you disappear forever. Nickname in Malaysia. Oh shit, flow so much I got saliva ocean.
Oh dear, but we don't forget about that whole shit. Back to back with the church, live a motherfucking hater. Ghost in, go ghost in. Try the best to be the best man I can, but I guess they fucking hopeless. Long range, don't get caught in that scope, bitch. I don't miss.
Backwoods got no scripts, got road names, no oak clicks. Got the fire flame, but the flame blue like the 808 from the 5 pits. They been lying to me for the headspace. Mirror on the wall, no foot race. I'm too smooth for the mainstream, but ask them how my dick tastes. Who you looking at and who you trying to dictate? See my belly, I ain't rappers off a big plate. Rolling through the lanes like I'm signed by the interstate.
Sound like we on a dinner day. Thought we wasn't coming, but we pull up on them anyway. Can't pretend to be friends, but I know they enemies. Can't trust what they say.
You think that they can smoke us? Shit, not even if we said and wrote it for them. This that work. Me and Broad next, I'm being the foreman. We got different forms of fortune, got the wagon wheels roasting. Rock and rollin' more than a couple horses. Immortal warriors who racing to change the form. This for ones who CEO and tell that Broadway girl my Silverado like a titty orchard.
Hey, fuck it, I ain't worried about the police when I'm cruising. Hellcat ain't no thing, my dusted boots gon' lose them. Driving skill be something action movie stupid. So many lanes, Bo and Luke couldn't even do it. Hey, fuck it, I ain't worried about the police when I'm cruising. Hellcat ain't no thing, my dusted boots gon' lose them. Driving skill be something action movie stupid. So many lanes, Bo and Luke couldn't even do it.
Kalani on the beat, motherfucker!
Chicken Willie.
Bow tie on the billy, but in life I am moving forward. And I'm dodging the bullshit that's laying in my road. I see people talking crap that couldn't out-rap fucking half of me. I'm taking what I want cause I'm the country rap Butch Cassidy. And yes, I always carry heat. I calm my nerves by smoking weed. And yes, I'm rocking way too many tattoos than I really need. American flags off in my sleeve, red, white, and blue is all I bleed. And when the world goes to shit, I'm robbing your hood from the trees. Redneck, trash, hillbilly, big gun in the gun rack. Come and get me, yeah, they thought I was gonna fall out. Now, really, when you see me in the holla, chicken whip, they call me redneck, white trash, hillbilly, big gun in the gun rack. Come and get me, yeah, they thought I was gonna fall out. Now, really, when you see me in the holla, chicken whip, yeah, what's up, motherfuckers? Yeah, you thought I was gonna stick around, Mr. Never left the city, still live in my little town. A lot of people chatting, plotting plans to try to shut me down. Well, good luck, brother, I'm the realest, rocking with the sound. Bitch, I am America, and I ain't fucking scared of ya. I'm sick with hip-hop, like I gave the game malaria. My tailgate tends to drop, views tend to go up. People telling me to stop, middle finger, so what? Cold beer in my hand, higher than a tree stand. Cold-ass hillbilly representing Dixieland. Shine by the crate, some bitch, I'm lawless. Long legs all around me on some women, it's flawless. Bonfire so big, we got the police calling.
Got a 415 on some kids from Harper.
Yeah, I'm drunk as a skunk, pistol I load, and drive the Chevy S10 like I just stole. They call me redneck, white trash, hillbilly, big gun in the gun rack. Come and get me, yeah, they thought I was gonna fall out. Now, really, when you see me in the holla, chicken whip, they call me redneck, white trash, hillbilly, big gun in the gun rack. Come and get me, yeah, they thought I was gonna fall out. Now, really, when you see me in the holla, chicken Willie, chicken Willie, chicken Willie. When you see me in the holla, chicken Willie, chicken Willie, chicken Willie. When you see me in the holla, chicken Willie, chicken Willie, chicken Willie. Really, when you see me in the holla, chicken Willie, chicken Willie, chicken Willie, chicken Willie.
Son of a bitch. A union man won't ever get rich. The road to hell left some angels in the ditch, but I'm too far gone. On the run, I need you had just up and died. I'm a rolling stone, moving along. I never felt like I ever belonged. Bad news is the life I choose, and that's fine by me. I got a fast car and no gas money, a big house but I'm never there, a lying bitch that says she loves me. Truth be told, I don't even care. I hate the whole damn world. I hope it all goes up in flames, 'cause I'm here for one night only, and come tomorrow you won't be the same. Oh no. And you won't be the same. I'm here for one night only. I'm here for one night only. Let's go. I'm here for one night only. One night only.
I ain't driving in traffic, just sit in rooms with actors just to write what sounds good, so the fans believe their actions. Then they hit you with the yee-haw, hit the Opry Mills Mall, dress up like us just to fake the down here draw. My veins ain't lines, that was someone's idea, and my DNA realer than the Grammys they give. Replace a writer's room with a Harley or two, less pop radio and more Chrysler dude. Drive away from the city till the street lights fade, and this beach is being sold out of Chevrolet. You wanna roll with the best, gotta live like one. Ain't no faking when you hear the story when they're gone. Put a cowboy's hat on top of his tub, 'cause when we leave it's in a writer's room. Nobody wailing on my fame after I lay in the grave. Cash dead, still cash being made on Cash's name. The museum glasses where the lies are all displayed with a sad look. In the future, I'm a glitch, a folk story for the stick. They figured out the blueprint, ain't living real shit. Replace a writer's room with a Harley or two, less pop radio and more Chrysler dude. Drive away from the city where the street lights fade, and this peach is being sold out of Chevrolet. You wanna roll with the best, better live like one. Ain't no faking when you hear the story when we're gone. Put a cowboy's hat on top of his tone, 'cause when we leave it's in a writer's room. A writer's room. A writer's room. A writer's room.
What's happening, y'all? Sorry, I had to kind of jump in there and just cut it off because, yeah, I was in a little bit of a rush to get over here and everything, so I need to turn my light on, don't I? Because that's why you're getting color, but I look all sorts of weird. Anyway, so yeah, I'll flip the light on in just a second here, but, yeah, apologize for that. I just wanted to grab my mail before we got started here. No biggie. But anyway, so I'm kind of all over the place. I just wanted to watch some shit, honestly. So, there was something that I came across. And I was like, "Ooh, this would be really good for me to check out live." So I was like, "Fuck it." Decided that we were gonna do it live, even though I was like, I have so many other things that I want to do. But I also want to watch this. So we'll do a little mini WiscoReacts for y'all, and yeah, go from there, I guess, right? So Instagram just don't want to work with me. I had it the one day, and now I just can't get it to sync up, and I don't know why. So whatever, guys. It's not like Instagram was all that important as far as doing this, but YouTube. Ooh, Millie got a 16-bar challenge. All right, I'm curious. Fuck it. Let's flip over to our live react. You got me there, and let me get window capture. There. Looks like I just need to flip this for you. Sorry, you can hear me talking over on Kick, but you can't see me, so just give me 1 hot second. That and Twitch, actually. It's supposed to be linked. I just fucking forgot which one it is. Is this one? Yes, this one. Okay. So, I don't know why I didn't flip over there. Oh, because that's shared. I don't know what the fuck's going on right now. But whatever. We'll leave it on that one. So, like I said, Millie's got a 16 bar. Well, we'll pause it right now, and I'm gonna go flip that. You got that? I think I got a. That better? Yeah, that's why. The natural light was throwing off the camera. Just giving it a side glare. My bad, guys. So, it's in here somewhere. Crying out loud. I don't know where my damn control went. Or ooh, not as yellow as it could be though. I don't know why it moves so much. It didn't move the damn light. Alright, cool. Sorry guys. All over the place. What up, Misty? Audio is very low. Why that would be. So that's down a little bit, but why is my audio so low all of a sudden? Oh, that's still cranked like a motherfucker. Okay. Un momento, por favor. Throw this headphone in and see if I can figure out why the audio is so low. We're not started reacting yet anyway, so it's fine. I'm sure you heard that. My bad. Ow. What the hell was I doing here? How about that? A little better? I think I was screwing around with somebody and I cranked it way down. So, that probably a little better there, Misty. Yeah. Yeah, I had like negative 14 decibels on something else. Must have been screwing around in Discord. Anyway. So, like I said, Millie has a 16-bar challenge that I didn't know existed here. Just happened to pull up YouTube and it was there. So, fuck it. Let's go ahead and check this shit out.
Really red on the track, bitch.
Ain't on the beat and the buttons.
Don't get it twisted, or shit get serious very quickly.
From start to
finish. I'm the coldest cracker out my city. I don't debate, I put the pen down and I handle business. Don't do that faking, I just demonstrate that's all the issue. Breaking binges, clenching fists, gripping pistols, this them trenches. Yeah, I'm a beast up on the microphone, bitch, I'm a demon. My inner evil go to talking, voices get to screaming. I put a target on a rapper if he go to scheming. Hit him with that uppercut, leave him barely breathing. You want it bar, so I'ma give them to you raw. The streets get dirty, so you better play it small. Or else get caught up in the deep end with them sharks. The blood gets thinner when you swimming for your life. The game gets dark. The Holy Ghost can't even save you, that's your father. Your mama praying that you live to see tomorrow. But I can't let you get no oxygen. I'm sick with every rhyme I spit. I'm dangerous, I body.
God damn, dude. Millie fucking came with some straight fire on that. I think that's the first time I've heard him like actually go in hard on something. I've heard some dope like little fucking around and shit, like, but I think most of what I've caught from him's been all y'all's like chick songs that you be like tearing over and shit. Not talking about Millie, talking about the females following him. But anyway, so yeah, dude, I knew he had talent. I just never got a chance to really see it showcased like that. Fuck, dude, he went hard on that. He went hard on that beat. So, fuck. All right, let's I could probably bring that up here, huh? Maybe right about there. Let's try that. How's that, Misty? A little better? Still a little low. I don't like it. Did I take like the gain filter off this shit or something? Probably. No, it's still at that. I don't know what the hell changed, dude. Somehow I got fucking fired. Fuck's sake. Yeah. See, it's maxed on the manual game, which I don't like fucking with anyway, and I honestly don't even like it on max, but now that I got filters. Anyway. Oh, yeah, FEA was hard as fuck. It's been a minute, though. But anyway. I mean, I can crank the shit out of my mic. It's just fucking weird, you know? Let's see. Can I hear myself? Oh, God, that's quiet. How about that? Sounds like I need the amp going in. Because the noise canceling is killing it. How about... There we go. Little better. See, if I amp it from the mic end, then I don't have to worry about fucking up the audio too bad, because I can crank the shit out of it and the noise suppression is still going to keep me from blowing it out. You're on full volume and it's a bit tiny. Huh? How? It doesn't even make any sense. Full volume and it's a bit tiny. You might want to turn up your volume there, Misty, because I just turned it up on my phone and that volume's fine. It might sound different, sure, but that volume's fine. I was going to say, I was like redlining on this side, and I'm like, nah, if I go any higher. Anyway. So, now to get to what I wanted to check out. What was it that... Oh, LP did this one. Here, I'll show you guys this one. I don't know how I want to do this. Do that. Okay. So I seen this from LP the other day. It's actually really interesting. So I'll just hit play. I don't even think I'm gonna split this one up, but I think it's well worth you guys seeing this.
I was lucky enough to grow up in a country where this could come to full fruition, and I'm pretty aware of it, you know. And a lot of people can't, you know, and I feel for them, and I hope that, you know, by me trying to be myself as much as I can, that it helps, because, you know, I love diversity. I want people to be themselves. I want the manliest man who loves to be with the most feminine women. I want him to be happy. I want, you know, whoever. And I don't really care, you know, what you do like that. I think you just should be like more accepting about other people in general.
What do you do?
I'm a content creator.
How am I? What? No.
I was lucky enough to grow up in a country.
How am I not subbed to her? That's weird. I don't know why I wasn't subbed up to her. And maybe we check out a few LPs on this one, but she's pretty big, so that might get me in trouble. But anyway. Maybe. There. This is one of them. I don't know what the other one was. There was something else I want to watch. I forget what it was though. But I'm gonna hit play on this because I thought that shit was dope and well worth the fucking reaction on this shit. So
be careful what you do in the.
I think this was the main one that I wanted to check out because I paused this shit like a minute in and I was like, oh no, we need to react to this shit. So shout out Bootleg Kev for having Tech on. But Tech talks a little bit on MGK here, and I think he's got some pretty funny stories because this is a big ass artist speaking on what us Kales fans already knew a long fucking time ago. Like the dude, the guys that have been following Kales since like Lace Up and shit. Yeah, we knew this already. But anyway, let's hit play.
Any rule system, the ups have to happen first.
Yeah.
So if MGK is having food fights at the buffet spot.
Oh yeah, you guys had MGK during his wild. Like, let me just fuck up a hotel room just cause.
Yeah. It's real. It was real.
For sure.
I'm talking about Golden Corral. They kicked us out. We were banned from all Golden Corrals around the Midwest.
Crazy. Was it MGK that started the rule book? Was he the inspiration?
He got a lot in the rule book. The rule book started before him.
That you could point to the rules now and be like MGK.
Don't climb
MGK.
the trust.
He'd be like, and he's just about to tell a story that many people have probably seen from Cleveland, but Kales does this like everywhere, dude. He does it everywhere, and that's what I used to love about watching him at Summit. He would crowd surf, go out, climb up this thing. Anyway, the rule book is Kales, though. I'm sure.
We were banned from all Golden Corrals around the Midwest.
Crazy. Was it MGK that started the rule book? Was he the inspiration?
He got a lot in the rule book. The rule book started before him.
That you could point to the rules now and be like MGK.
Don't climb
MGK.
the truss. Don't throw food. Don't tear up. Don't paint the venue walls. It's all MGK.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everything that me and Cut did, not Chris Calico, because he's always been the same.
Right.
You know, like fat and shit, and then they sit on the toilet and break the toilet, and all the water goes everywhere,
Right.
and it floods all the
Don't
whole
shit on the
floor.
bus.
You know what I'm saying? All that shit, and we got to pay for all that shit.
Right.
All that. It don't have no fat in the rule book. It's just saying be careful what you do in the rooms because you have to pay for everything you mess up. All the shit that we did over the years, you know, don't have sex in the bathroom on the bus because you're gonna break the sink. You know, stuff that happened. You know what I'm saying? So with any rule
Kales did that shit, I'm sure.
system, we had to do all that up to get all that in there. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
because I remember when Dizzy Wright was on tour with you guys, me and him would be talking, and he'd be like, I'm just getting fined every day, man, because I got to smoke.
Right.
Because I can't not smoke.
Well, you can smoke, you just can't smoke
on the bus, right?
On the bus, and
right.
Sometimes on the premises they don't want you to smoke.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know that
because if you break the rules, you get fined.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
You know, it'll start low, and then
Hills took a $10,000 fine, I believe it was. I think. It might. Yeah, I want to say $10,000 for going past the fucking curfew. So the town of Morrison has a curfew, and that's where Red Rocks is Morrison. And I think 11 o'clock or something is when they got to be done by. And Kel's like, nah, fuck that. So he used to break curfews at Summit, and we'd be up till like past 2 and shit. But the one at Red Rocks, I think we made it till, I want to say 12 or 1. Dude went for another hour, and finally they just cut his audio. They're like, all right, you're done.
Then it'll go up to $500 if you do this. If you transport fans from one
city to another,
is you can't do that. That's like what you call that shit.
No, they'll call that something
trafficking.
Then nowadays it's human trafficking.
Yeah, it's trafficking.
Yeah, like if you fly a girl out for the intent of sex, it's human trafficking. Even if it's weird.
Well, yeah.
What? No. No. Just no. If a woman consensually flies somewhere on somebody else's time and they end up having sex, that does not make it trafficking. What? No. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
There are like some of these things, like obviously Diddy's a piece of shit, but some of the things are.
Yo, that'd be like me paying for my girlfriend to fly to come see me. Or I got my boss to let me come home early when I was traveling on the road just so I could get some and go back on the road. So I sexually trafficked myself back home. Huh?
You're saying Diddy did? I'm like, well, like 98% of every rapper in hip hop has flown a chick out and gave her some money to fuck.
I ain't never paid for no pussy though,
but not necessarily.
Yeah, that dude misspoke. Most of these guys have not directly handed over money for sex. That doesn't generally happen. There are easily smooth ways to get around that.
And not directly,
but like
you're gonna go out to eat.
Yeah, let's go shopping.
Hey, just like Tech's about to say, y'all, this is what you're actually doing. So how is this any different than marriage?
Flown a chick out and gave her some money to fuck.
I ain't never paid for no pussy though,
but not necessarily.
Not directly,
but
like you're gonna go out to eat.
Yeah, let's go shopping. Let's go get dinner.
Yeah.
Let me pay for the flight.
Yeah, you're indirectly paying for pussy.
For sure.
Yes.
Yo, there's so many of your records.
So marriage is prostitution now. That would be what that logic was, if we go by what he originally said. Oh, fuck. Ubers count now too, Misty. Now we're really fucked.
It's because I know you're such a huge fan of horror movies. You are a horror movie buff.
Yes.
You go from talking about paying chicks for sex to talking about horror. One horror to another horror.
What's your goat? What's like your top 3 or 4 horror movies of all time?
I'm the lyrical Michael Myers, man. Everybody know that. You know what I'm saying?
So it's Halloween.
Hey!
It's Halloween.
Did you love the Rob Zombie Halloweens?
Of course.
I loved them.
He done said facts.
Yeah.
I own all of them.
I know that they're very
I own all of them.
I think they're polarizing for some people.
Yeah, I own all of them.
What do you think about Terrifier?
I love Terrifier. I love Art the Clown. You know what I'm saying? I've seen all of them. I saw the 3-hour one, me and my wife. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the new one was pretty crazy.
Yeah, super
it's like
crazy.
Christmas movie.
People were leaving out. You know what I'm saying? People were leaving out. We were on shrooms laughing.
But I feel like some of your records could.
Yo, I don't gotta be on shrooms, but I'd be laughing at these motherfuckers too. Like that's how I am with horror movies.
Be horror movies, Psycho Bitch.
Well, this is the thing. I hear a lot of people say that I'm a horrorcore rapper, but they don't know I've never looked at myself as a horrorcore rapper.
I don't think you're that at all.
You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people think that because of my darkness. You know what I'm saying? My darkness is my life. Psycho Bitch is real stories.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when you get into KOD.
Heck, you made horrorcore, if you're asking me. I don't think ICP would have been shit without you.
That's when the lines get blurred because I got
Black
songs
in
on
the
there like
Sun.
Black in the Sun. That's my imagination. And they will put that in the horrorcore bracket, I think.
Right.
But I've never looked at myself as a shock horrorcore MC. You're
funny, Misty, but to make it clear, what they said is not fucking true. That's not trafficking.
Always been infatuated with the darkness per my Christian mom, Marty Suya's Khalifa. Rest
And if
her
you listen
soul.
to KOD, it was Show Me a God kicking that off?
Yes, Show Me a God
And
was
that
about
was
my mama being
about your
sick.
mom.
Yes,
Yeah.
but all that shit is dark, but it's my life. I've always wrote my life. I didn't ever have to say things to really shock anybody, but I've done it in my career to where I talk about nipples and noodles and shit that's in my mind, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a horror fan, you know, but I've never looked at myself in that horror genre like Grave Diggers or when Wu-Tang them did it.
Necro.
Necro, I don't really know if Necro did that. I don't really know.
But but Grave Diggers with Prince Paul and RZA, yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Flatliners and all the motherfuckers.
For sure.
I'd never aspired to be that.
Yeah, I feel like KOD was like, if you're in a dark place because of what you're going through with your mom,
Yes.
like you're gonna create a dark album.
So with the face paint and the bishop's robe, they thought horrorcore. You know what I'm saying? And that's what people were living.
But I'm just curious, like you're such a visionary, like at a certain point in time, like I can see you like executive, like I don't know if it's directing or executive producing horror movies or just getting into like fleshing out some of these ideas you have.
I got with Joseph Bashara. He's the composer for, the music for The Conjuring, for Annabelle, for Insidious. He's the Red Devil in Insidious.
Okay, yeah.
Joseph Bashara, we've worked a couple times on music. And with Rob Pryor, I've built with him, on images coming out of my head.
With its
he's
own
a
rich
comic
literary
book
history.
artist, you know
And
what I'm
though
saying?
most
One of the
Scottish
best. I've talked to him about getting stuff out of my head, and he's drawn things or creatures that come out of my head, and we got it in our books and stuff like that. But I haven't done it on a level to where I took time to stop touring with Tech Nine and writing albums.
Because that's a big commitment.
Yeah, it's a big commitment.
Yeah.
To do movies. You know what I mean? Acting feels weird to me. I've done a few. I've done The Devil's Carnival with Darren Bowsman, you know what I'm saying? And I've done one back in the day with Danny Trejo called Vengeance. I've done The Life of Lucky Cucumber with the Jackass dudes, you know what I'm saying? But every time I've done it, people say I do it well, but I feel weird. I feel weird trying to be somebody else. And I feel comfortable doing music though.
Fair. Yeah,
so,
I mean,
so directing,
it's out of the comfort zone.
No. Directing's good, but acting, no. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't say, yeah. I mean, I think like, I just feel like if, you have it in you to do it. You
Yes,
know
I
what
do.
mean? Yeah.
Yes, I do. I just wrote 17 episodes
for the new
on
album.
my audio series, 5816 Forest. So it's going in that direction.
I love it.
Yeah, man.
Did you ever really let a stripper burn you on the arm with a cigarette?
Look at that.
That's okay.
Look at that, man. That's a cigarette 10 times in a row. If you see me do...
He goes, look, bruh. Like, brag right here.
Am I Psycho on stage? On stage, I'm holding my mic and I'm pointing at it.
Okay.
Why do I let the stripper burn me on my arm with a cigarette in the same about 10 times in a row? When I...
Let up lighting the way home. Long time. I mean, if I've met you before, I apologize. I don't recall.
When I feel that burn, palm could rest. I'm gonna get it wet. Yeah, it's right there. That was in my high days.
What was that night like?
It happened a couple times right there. It happened a couple times.
Like, yo, you gotta
then
just put it out on my arm.
I realized it was damaging my beautiful skin.
Yeah. No shit.
And I'm like, I gotta stop this.
Yeah.
I was on big XT back then, big shrooms, big GHB, Adderall, you know what I'm saying, all at one time. You know what I'm saying? Liquor, everything all at once. I'm still here.
Yeah.
That's crazy, I'm still here.
Thank God you
saying?
decided you weren't on those runs when fentanyl was so prevalent.
Oh no, I never put nothing on my nose.
I know back then though. But no, I'm saying ecstasy now is pressed. A lot of ecstasy is pressed with fentanyl.
Yeah, everything. You know what I mean?
It's crazy. You got to be super super careful these days if you're partying. You damn near can only eat shrooms and smoke weed.
You see that? You see that?
So I guess he kind of went off the whole MGK thing. It was kind of a bait title as usual. That's what a lot of these podcasts and one of the reasons why I don't like clipping my own stuff and shit. But that's just me. I mean, personally, I like to make sure that if I clip stuff, it's only a brief piece. It keeps right to what it is, that kind of stuff. I'm not a huge fan of the just, oh, we got this, and then there's like 4 minutes on the back end that are just nothing. Don't get me wrong, it's still tech. I was still interested, but as far as reacting goes, you see how I just kind of sat there for the back end. It's like, there's not much to say, because the original purpose of bringing this video up was for the MGK shit. Anyway, so doubt I'll post that, but it was still cool to watch with you guys live. So PJ. It's not ringing a bell, honestly. True crime stuff or what? Otherwise I don't recall you from music. But anyway. I'm looking for something that fits more of the who stuff, but I don't know, man. Anyway, so I did find what I wanted though. We can exit out of this, I think, and go to this one. So I watched this kid's last video. There was one that he did with apes and stuff. He's kind of fascinating to me, to be completely honest. Oh, okay. Gotcha. But anyway, no, it was just kind of interesting the way the kid looked at it. So I was kind of curious to check out another episode from him. And this time, I'm just going to put it this way. He's got a really complicated name for me. So I'm not even going to humor trying, because I would imagine I'm probably way off. And I don't really want to be disrespectful at all. So anyway, not that it's horribly disrespectful by any means. I think he probably understands, but nonetheless. So 3 months ago, he's got a shit ton of views on this. So kind of hoping I don't get snagged live, but nonetheless, I think he's worth watching, and I'll just see where this goes. If it's anything like Magnet Media, I can probably start checking out this kid's stuff too. So, American orders whiskey in ancient Scots dialect. Bar goes crazy is what the title says. And I'm curious just on, obviously it's an attention-grabbing title. He knows how to write his titles. But I'm curious as to what exactly it's about, because he does really follow that the title. At least with the first video, he was spot on. I mean, attention grabbing, sure, but it was exactly what they were talking about. It was still intriguing. It wasn't misleading by any means. So let's just go ahead and check this out from 3 months ago.
The Scottish accent can be notoriously hard for other English speakers to understand, but what if that's because it's not actually English at all?
No, it's a low flyer. Yeah. You can't put a low flyer in.
Though closely related to English, Scots is recognized by the government of Scotland as a separate language with its own rich literary history, and though most Scottish people speak English in daily life these days, dialects of Scots are still spoken, particularly in historically isolated regions like the Northeast. So So I went around the countryside learning and speaking the ancient and increasingly rare dialect known as Doric, heavily influenced by the Vikings and their Old Norse language, and the result just totally shocks me. Thanks to Grampian Escapes and
Okay, I'm sold. I want to go to Scotland now too.
Tours for setting up this amazing trip. My first stop before exploring the surrounding country.
It might be Gaelic. I'm not sure. Well, no, Gaelic is known though. Gaelic's not hard to come across actually, because that was like parent language to a lot of our languages now, wasn't it? Like it influenced a lot of our languages. But anyway, no, so I've never really known much about Scotland, but I've always wanted to go to Ireland, which I kind of know there's a thing between Ireland and North Ireland, but I don't know what the thing is. So as far as I'm concerned, I would go both as long as you're allowed to, but I don't know. I'd at least want to go to like Dublin or something, or there's that other one, fuck, I think his captions are on it. Is it Cork? There was one other one that's a fairly decent one, and I didn't think it was Galloway. Unless, what's the one in North Ireland? Maybe that's the one I wanted to go to. I think it is.
Countryside was the beautiful city of Aberdeen.
Hiya. Nice to meet you.
Who's your dues?
I picking. How are you?
I picking as well. I picking as well. It's off a call here in Aberdeen.
It's a bit cold today. It's a bit cold.
I see it's been ding and doon with snow.
It heaps of snow.
Nedrig.
Nedrig at all today.
Is Abdi here in Aberdeen speak Doric or no?
No, not many at all.
Oh, it sure as fuck don't sound like Latin. But, yeah.
You're doing half a wheel. There's a few speak the Doric up north, further up north. But this Toons folk, you see, they're not very good at the Gaelic. In the northeast, people are still...
The way he's talking, like, it really does sound exactly like Viking sorts of language, like the Swedes and the Finnish and Danish and all that shit.
Speaking the Doric to this day, particularly in the Ferns. That's why they speak the Doric.
In the Phantoms.
So it's very easy to identify a Tuchta and how they speak, especially if they're speaking Doric.
Toonsers nae speaking Doric.
No.
Would the Toonsers see the Chuflers as like country bumpkins?
Yes, very much so. Very much so, yeah.
You guys and your weird dialect.
Yeah, exactly.
I tried to test out this theory at a restaurant in the city.
Hi. Who's your haddock? Who's your haddock?
Our haddock is eye pecking.
Eye pecking, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll get a...
Oh, got you. In use. Makes sense. Oh, Belfast. Yeah, Belfast is the other one, so it would be Dublin and Belfast. I'm kind of curious on. But anyway, actually probably more curious on Belfast than anything, but Dublin's still, I mean, capital Ireland, so. But no, I like, so American orders whiskey in ancient Scots dialect, bar goes crazy. So I don't know if he just ordered whiskey. Oh no, it was the haddock. But that dude still was like, wait, you did what now? He's like, wait, huh?
Okay. Yeah. Alright, I'll get a...
They banned it? Fuck. How do you ban a language?
Muckle?
Indeed,
okay.
One muckle. So you're just visiting?
Yeah, tomorrow I'm going out in the country. It's gonna take me around and we're making a video trying to practice Doric.
Okay.
British, what up?
I'm pretty much as plainly spoken as you'll get in Aberdeen, but my father-in-law, basically you couldn't understand the words he's saying to you.
Really?
And they're in Turriff.
In Turriff?
So Turriff, yeah. This is proper like farmer country, you see, and that's like definitely Doric speaking, but honestly they'll speak so fast and the words...
you don't understand.
I mean, like something's happening.
You know what I just realized? I already thought it was going to be hard enough to go to Ireland for me. And by hard enough, I just mean like whether or not I wouldn't drink. And yeah, now I don't know. I guess before I go to Scotland or before I go to Ireland, I would at least have to try like to sip on a scotch or something like that to see if alcohol, you know, if I've been away from it long enough that it doesn't really have the same effects. Because I wouldn't mind at least tasting a few things and sipping on them, but I would hate to go completely non-alcoholic to either one of those cultures because it's like, well, that's literally their entire culture. Like, it's kind of like going to Germany and cutting out beer. Like, you just cut out like a good half of their fucking culture. But anyway.
Happening. I'll just try and pick up keywords.
I'm fair to take it here. Speak Doric.
I love it. Like they're probably like watching Friends and Sesame Street.
Yeah,
more than speaking to Scottish people.
But before we get back to the video, a big
I mean, I guess it's not as surprising. In the case of what you're talking about, Misty, because Britain's existence has long been known to have done things over time, so it's not like, oh, yeah, it's inserted commercial stuff. It's not an actual commercial. It's not like I can't skip right through it. And to be fair, mental health one I think I can deal with. But anyway, so what I was going to get at is it's funny how, like, people throw around certain things about the United States, and they look at the United States, oh, you know, they want to try to say, oh, we're racist, we're this, we're that, we're whatever. We're like the one country in the entire world. One of the few, Canada's probably right up there too, that hasn't gone around killing each other for, like, land from other countries in, like, a long-ass time. Like, in our history, the percentage of our history that was revolution, civil war, fighting amongst land, that was less than 100 years. Comparatively to 300 or 400 that the United States has been around now. 3, I think, ish. No, it's short of 3. But anyway, the point is, it's been quite a while, and it's less than half of our existence. Almost the entire history of China. Well, no, all of the entire history of China, all of the entire history of Russia, all of the entire history of most of the European countries. They've been at war. They've been, like, conquering lands and taking them and all sorts of things like that. The United States and Canada and Mexico, maybe, are some of the few in the first world that, and that's not even true, Misty. But anyway, that's something that I've actually come to learn differently. There's a lot of things that we've gotten up in arms about in the last 20 years, gotten sensitive about slavery and various other things, that the data's kind of planted, if that makes sense. It's not false. They just chose to leave out other details. Oh, the Europeans did. Yeah, well, true. Very true. Because to be completely honest with you, before, like, it was the Brits and other Europeans, the Spaniards and the French and whatever, like, once it was the Americans, we didn't really do too much of that, actually, to come to think about it. I mean, during the colonies, sure, but, like, after the American Revolution, the Civil War was about the only thing I can think of, right? I guess Mexican-American War, right? Because that was post-revolution. But either way, or War of 1812, there's that one too. But point is, let's look at after we've gotten California, and overall, there just really wasn't, you know, there wasn't a lot in our history in comparison to other countries. I guess that's what I'm getting at. Like, China's literally been warring to this day, fighting in its own midst. As Americans, we look at China and we're like, oh, they have solid borders. Do they, though? You might want to look a little closer. There are areas of China that fight over land. There are areas of Russia that fight over land. There are areas of... Hell, there's plenty of areas of Europe that are warring today over where the fucking border is. I grew up knowing Czechoslovakia. Somebody that's way younger than me, tell me what the fuck Czechoslovakia is. Huh? Huh? Yeah, that's what I thought. So, back to the video.
Thanks to BetterHelp for sponsoring it. I love being a professional.
Oh, dude, you're fucking dope. Check this. Okay, Misty, you were like, oh, but fucking ads. No, that was the luck of the pause. Watch this shit.
Yeah. To Scottish people.
But before we get back to the video, a big thanks to BetterHelp for sponsoring it. I love being a professional YouTuber.
Yeah. That's all we got. Yes, Misty, I'm aware you would know. I know what it is too. But the point is, most people that are like 20 probably don't know what the fuck it is because they were taught in school, Czech Republic and Slovakia. I was not.
It's amazing to get paid to travel the world, learn languages, and even get massages. But behind the scenes...
Oh, actually, here's another one too. Let's look at situations where our maps are different. Do you know that there are maps they have in the Middle East that show the country of Palestine? Huh. Wonder where that is on Google Maps. What about fuck, what was the other one? What was another? Oh, I think it's China and Taiwan. Officially, according to any Chinese allies, Taiwan does not exist. That's the honest truth. Taiwan is non-existent. They do not recognize the Taiwanese government. The United States is the only ones that recognize the Taiwanese government as far as like sides goes. Obviously, there's other people that recognize it. But what I'm getting at is like, if you want to get along well with China, guess what? Taiwan don't exist.
It can be an intensely stressful job, and a few months ago, I was feeling really anxious about my life, especially as the new year was rolling in. I was always tempted to try today's sponsor.
What the fuck just... Did it roll back and then he went into the ad? What the fuck? I lost myself because I looked down. He did. So this whole back end. So I lied. But either way, it was still only 30 seconds. And I can skip it.
Let's go.
I fit leg.
Not bad now. Yourself?
Well, I'm fair plug today, but you know.
Well, we'll see if it like. We've got a long day ahead of us.
Far we going?
We're going straight up the northern coast.
Straight up to the northern coast.
About an hour and 15 minutes for Aberdeen. We're going straight.
Misty, if you've got an atlas that shows that, please, dear God, just take a picture and send it to me. That would be hilarious to like display in certain situations, or just like almost ironically hilarious. Like, what?
Up the northern coast and work our way east. And
to Shire.
To the Shire. Right, we're going through the Aberdeen.
To the Shire.
Can't wait.
Smash him.
Let's do it. Smash him. I've got my.
In case anybody's wondering where J.K. Rowling and J.R.R. Tolkien are from, I'm gonna take a wild guess. They spend an awful lot of time off this way. The Shire.
Tootie, but yesterday my lugs. Woo! My lugs are cold, and my neb too.
Oh, we've got lots of.
That's okay, Misty. You told me about it anyway, so now I know what to search for. And you know me. I can probably find it.
Ways to describe cold and degrees of cold. So.
Right, just like Eskimo supposedly have 100 words for snow. You got okay.
So
S is a Doric song?
This is a Doric song. This is what they call a bothy ballad. This is what other farmers would be singing about.
And let's be clear, I am not making fun at all. Misty and British both know I am enjoying myself. But for those who don't, if you catch this, I am enjoying myself because I'm just like fucking chilling to the folk music.
Both the exchanging stories with other farmers after they'd been doing their work in.
Maybe like 50% with this one or less. So S is a fishing tune.
So this is it. This is a herber. Fishing tune.
The hairbird.
Quiet at this time of year, you see, it's winter. Coming summertime, there's a fair few boats work out of here. Of course, in days.
I could totally see you doing that shit too. Bulldog's like, no, that'd be enough for me to go home. That's awesome.
Going by, there would have been hunters. Hundreds of boats coming out of here. You can imagine back a day, all the wooden vessels are plumbed in here. We catching herring mostly.
Wow.
With twa natives.
The twa natives.
Oh no, Joe.
Hiya.
Like, hello.
Hello.
Wow. It's fucking French.
Foomuckles, who's here? It's a Bonnie tune.
So, who's from New York?
I'm from New York.
You're from New York?
Yeah, I'm from New York. Yeah. Far you from?
Peterhead.
Peterhead.
Oh. What is your name was?
Ashley.
Ashley. Well, I'm John.
I've heard a lot of it.
Aye. I'll be against me, yeah. Like the switch on there, Stephen.
Smashing.
Sweat?
No, I did.
God damn it. I just realized where we got our fucking accent, Wisconsin. We draw out our O's because of fucking Scottish influence. God damn it. Dude sounds like a Wisconsinite just for that part of his accent.
I can't weave it. I just can't weave it.
You'll get more by the time it is done.
Yeah, that's right.
I come to see you, Noisy. Hudman's built that huge garage.
Oh, I've been down here, has he?
He's built a double garage, and I kind of see you walking in the heat.
All right.
I don't know what you're doing.
Hold up, he'll soon cut it down.
Okay.
Is he all abroad?
He's a little louse.
I thought you looked happier.
Thursday, I just got here this morning.
Hey. Ian's and your dogs?
Hey.
Hi. Man, I don't understand anything.
Fisherman yourself, Joe?
I was, Whitefish. Whitefish.
White?
Get the herring as well.
So you've been living here your whole life?
All my life, aye.
So there must have been mad boats back then.
Huh?
There must
There's
have
a
been
huge amount of boats.
Yeah.
But the boats in broke now, and we'll catch more herring in all these boats put together.
So how old was you when you went to sea?
When I left it,
No, when you went.
15.
15 to sea,
And Foomuckle people by here anew?
I'm with me 800 up the brae of the actual locals. But there are
Why
some
was that?
Well, they wanted to hear car. I mean, you
Right.
can't hardly get a car over the sea, do we?
Uh-huh.
Well, you can't have a car parked at your door.
Aye.
So, Abdi built bigger houses up.
I'm assuming when he said whitefish, he's talking about actual whitefish, right? Because as soon as he said whitefish, I'm thinking like, dude's talking about Montana. Unless that's an area in Scotland.
The brave.
When he's speaking about folk up at top and doing a bottom, that's right. So we're classed as incomers for the bottom. But there is still some other folk bide down here. See, when you go abroad,
Yeah.
it's great because people don't understand what me and my husband's saying. Just for fucking
I was gonna
so
ask,
fast.
when you like go to America or like even like London or something, people must be like, are you from like Albania or something?
Germany, because it's.
Are you German? They think
Aye,
you're German.
Like you're German. So like
right.
the broch,
Broch.
you've got to get a.
Necht.
Aye,
Lecht.
that's it. You've got it.
Yeah.
Well done.
Walked through California and the guy stopped us. What language are you talking? German? No.
See, like when you go the broch to Fraserburgh,
Yeah.
when you go Bilger to Cairnbulg,
Yeah.
they've got different words again.
You couldn't even understand like a few villages down their language.
I can understand, but there's sometimes a word and I'm like, okay, I didn't care that.
Right, right. Fit you speaking.
Fit you speaking about.
Right. Fit you speaking about. Who's the catch today?
I'm just going to wait it out. It's cold, I know that.
It's called
Lobsters I catch.
lobsters.
You know, I wonder if that the dialect thing also in that particular case, when they're saying it's very influenced by the Norse Vikings and stuff, I wonder if that was also a thing like, because the Vikings came in and went city to city or town to town to town, village to village, like raising them, right? So I wonder if the slightly different dialects was almost an adaptation of humans to hoping their communication wasn't picked up on by the enemy.
Are you Fey here? Yeah. But it's an awful bony tune.
Oh, it is, isn't it? It's picturesque.
It's off a call. There's not that many fishers left, right? Are you one of the last few?
There's some guys do it in the summertime.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that does it in the wintertime.
Wow. You're the last fisher here.
Last one's done.
Phew!
It can be pretty bad weather sometimes.
Smash, yeah. It gets scary probably out there.
It can be,
yeah. It's like they're speaking English, but like not. It's you really have to pay attention.
It's only going to get worse.
Yeah, okay.
A little bit icy.
So that is spreading salt and grit, improve the road surface so that we can get up the hill and not slide down on the ice.
Oh jeez, that's just ice all over.
Salt and
All right.
Bulldog. I hate to do this to you, buddy, but I think you smoked one too many. It's not reparations. Or it's not repression, sorry, it's reparations. I screwed it up saying it back to you because it is reparations. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, if the world does go to somewhat of a unified sort of rule or a unified, not dictatorship, but unified in like everybody's free sort of thing at some point in time from now, the whole idea of generational wealth and all that shit wouldn't matter anyway, so, but, oh well. Built stuff and bought us wine. They did? Okay. Anyway, so yeah. I forgot what the heck I was going off on other than helping British with his reparations. But no, I was gonna say I fucking love the Vikings, dude. I honestly think I have Viking heritage. There's gotta be some sort because I just the whole energies thing that we've talked about, both y'all in chat, British and Misty, both y'all know, like, I'm super into the whole concept of energies and everything else, like some of the stuff with church and talking about all that sorts of stuff. Well, something to me within that concept, I can't explain it, but I just feel very connected to like Norse stuff, you know what I mean? It just, yeah. Same way that I feel connected to like old Germanic stuff or Celtic stuff or, and a lot of that's all Celtic, Norse, and Germanic. Like if you look way back on the migrant patterns, like if ancient ancestry sort of stuff, like looking at your 23andMe type shit, just look at the maps about the information of those times. It's not what the DNA test says. I'm not worried about that. But the way they flow back and forth and intermingle and this and that, and if you read up on it, like, oh, the Germanics intermingled up around this time with the Celts, and the Celts intermingled with the Nordics around this time, and this around this time. Point being, everybody's goddamn mutt. Like, so, one of the reasons why I've always thought racism was ridiculous. We're all fucking mutts, bro. Like, so you hate yourself? I mean, that's the ultimate joke about Hitler, isn't it? You hate yourself. Because, technically speaking, the concepts of what the Nazis were after, Hitler didn't qualify.
A little nerve-wracking back there.
A little bit. The best thing is just don't let your passengers know you're shooting yourself.
So I guess you could see how like the language was preserved. It's very isolated here.
People were born here, they lived here, they worked here, they died here.
No.
They didn't explore.
And I'm not gonna lie, to be completely honest with you, Misty, like you mentioned the Monty Python thing. So I see, like, because I've never really watched Monty Python. Honestly, like, the Holy Grail was the one, like, everybody kept on bragging up, and every time I tried to watch it, like, yes, this imagery does remind me of Monty Python, but yeah, no, I can't watch Monty Python. Like, it's just cringe type comedy for me.
You know, to go to
kind of like
5
National
miles down
Lampoon's
the
too.
road was a big event, and this is fit really change the language as well. The folks speaking down there will speak different for the folk over there, and vice versa. This is for all these different words come in.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
I'm Carol. So yeah, you're going to be safe the dubs this morning because everything's frozen. Oh, that's all right.
Fits the dubs.
Mud. So
All right.
where have you been then?
I'm a doing a tune today.
Are you? Good.
Yeah. So.
And we've got some healing coos in there for you to see.
Healing coos.
So what's the attraction with young cows?
Just, I don't know. Americans think they're cool.
Yeah.
You know. Fearsome horns.
Yeah,
they are.
Yeah, Americans think they're cool, but also a lot of other cow breeds are so altered that yeah, Highland cows are some of the few breeds out there that are very, very pure.
Can't ever be sure.
I suppose like your heifers are pretty pure, but I don't think we eat any of the meat from heifers. I don't think at all, but I'm not 100% sure. Maybe the farmers did. I'm not sure. I always wondered that when I was a kid. Like, why don't we eat the meat off a heifer? But I don't know.
Yeah.
You're very wary. That's why you're in a trailer. Normally in the summertime, there's maybe another 30 coos in here. They're the boss because they've got horse.
I will say this though. They're so cute. Plus, you know what the other reason? I bet you I know the other reason why Americans are always obsessed with Scottish Highland cows. It's because they got the mop on the top of their head that reminds us of that fucking old school cartoon. Misty knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
They know they're there and they use it.
Want a tea or coffee?
He's a fly cup.
A fly cup?
Fly cup.
A sneaky cup of tea.
A sneaky cup of tea and a piece.
And a piece, a fine piece.
A fine piece.
So this would be classed as a fine piece. It's not quite a fancy piece,
Right.
but it's a fine piece.
Fine piece with a fly cup.
So you've got shortbread.
Put it in a big bag.
What? This is a meal right here.
Do you think?
So buttered.
All night making those.
No. Gosh. So good. What's the name of this tune?
This is Fraserburgh.
Fraserburgh.
But locally Kent is a broch. It's actually the
Aberdeen Angus. So I'm assuming that's what those Highland Scottish are called, Misty. And I'm just guessing because obviously we have delayed conversation. But anyway, and that's interesting because I wonder if that means like they're of the breed line of the Angus here. Because Angus is like supposed to be a good breed here.
the largest shellfish port in Europe. But I want to get down to one of the pubs and see if there's any locals going about. This is it here, a balaclava bar.
Gotcha. So she says yes, the Aberdeen Angus is what they're called, and I didn't know that, but I'd be curious to know if they're like closely related then.
Maybe they're going to live it. Yeah.
Stronger the better.
That's right. Yeah, just shoot them down.
Okay. Strong but good and expensive.
And expensive.
Right. Money, money, money.
Oh,
it's good though.
Oh. What's that? What's that going?
The big bottle. Half the price.
2 knuckles of glaze of grouse?
260.
260.
Yeah, but he's doing blends too.
Vicky's our name, by the way. You want to show? Don't say hey there. Or hey you. It's Vicky. Johnson Smith. Hey you like.
Wait, what?
Vicky's our right name, but she's deep in one lug and blend in the other.
Right. Your lugs, yeah.
Okay. I'm talking shite ugly. You understand, no?
I like Foo folks speak here, but it's hard to understand. If your name here.
If she starts talking to you, you'll never understand.
You're an oldie.
An oldie?
Vacation. You're on holiday.
A holiday, yeah. I'm not going to video a good Doric.
Okay,
So I'm trying to practice
the lingo. So where are you staying? Are you staying in the hotel or?
I'm staying in Aberdeen.
Oh, Aberdeen.
Yeah. They wanted to stop here because you need to get a wee flyer of Fisky and
a low flyer.
A low flyer?
A low flyer.
A low flyer. It's a low flyer.
A low flyer is that the grouse. A low flying bird. A low flying bird, the grouse. The game bird. Shoot them and eat them.
Oh, that's a low flyer. Yeah.
That's fucking smart.
Well, now I can fit a low flyer. Grouse.
Give them the cut out in your drink, an expensive whiskey.
He drinks the same. Where you come from?
I'm from New York.
New York, American.
He's recording you like
I won't put that in.
when you call that conference.
Yeah.
You can put everything on your like Francie.
Francie. Ari. Nice to meet you. I'm Fair Chicken here in Aberdeen.
Aberdeen is a broch.
It's the bra.
This is a broch. What are you trying to sailing?
I'm not going to video about Doric.
Doric,
yeah.
See what you mean? Doric.
I just can a wee bit. I'm trying to practice.
I was here before you was born. Look, come on and you'll see my dancing.
They call the Francie Shuffle.
The Francie Shuffle.
Call it what I like.
Don't you love how the old fellers always like talking about how fucking old they are? Like, don't get me wrong. Absolutely, like, I'm traditional. I love taking wisdom and knowledge from your gentlemen and everything like that. Have high respect for it. But I just laugh at some of the stuff that I find funny with them. And that's the constant, oh, I was doing this. Like in that case, I lived here well before you were born. You were probably fucking born here, bruh. And you're like 60 and I'm 20. No shit. Like, what's your point?
I like my grouse. I love it. I love grouse. Because when I was younger, we asked
Hello. Yeah. If you have a long finger, you put that down, look at it.
Oh, Misty, I wanted to ask you again about the Angus too. So I've never actually looked up our Angus. Like if I were to go get Angus beef from the store or something like that, I've never actually looked it up. So I don't know what certified Angus is here. Like, does that mean they have to be hairy like that? Or they're just related to the hairy ones? Because I know, like, one of my coworkers actually is a rancher and actually raises Highlands. So that breed. But, yeah. Well, I assume because we call them Highland. Scottish Highland cow is what we call them. But I don't know what the scientific name would be.
We drunk to get up when it was young. Oh, he'll tell you. I drink
Whiskey.
Yes, all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Low flyers.
Double low flyer. Big
flyer.
glasses are low flyer.
Big glass of low flyers. Yeah.
I don't drink doubles. 2 pints and bucks.
Okay, let's be clear here though, because I don't want anybody to get it twisted here. And I know I'm gonna get shit from Misty and Bulldog when I say this, but my two Brits down in chat, for those who don't know. But anyway, let's be clear here, and of course this is my opinion, but I think any alcohol connoisseurs would say this as well. Any pretty well, no, okay, I lied. There is one that I have found, one that I can't drink, and I still drank it, but it required me to put 1/4 to 3/4 water. I did a 1-to-4 ratio alcohol to water. Smokehead. But other than that, and I love Smokey, but Smokeheads, they done just burned the tree and ground it up and threw it in the fucking distillery. Oh, the Cattlemen's Association. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably search it after we're done with the video or something. We'll learn about cows for a minute. That'll be our Wisco research. But otherwise, I guess what I'm getting at is there is, other than Smokehead, there's not a bad Scotch, bro. The rules to Scotch are just so fucking high, at least to my knowledge, that there's not a bad Scotch. There's barely even a bad Irish whiskey. So it's funny when they say low flyers. Yeah, sure, it's a grouse. And sure, it just so happens to be the cheaper bottle. But I bet you that low flyer still, oh my God. You know? No, it ain't quite gonna be no 4-H shit. I was never in 4-H, but I was around it way more than most people are. Oh, and let's be clear, if I was telling people that I knew anything about farming and my grandpa heard about that, he'd probably smack me upside the head and tell me to shut the fuck up. Just saying. And yeah, he also wouldn't approve of 90% of what I do on here. So besides the point is yeah. I don't consider myself, in comparison to other Wisconsinites, to be a very knowledgeable person on farming. But since I grew up in rural Wisconsin, it's kind of default setting. That, and I mean, I was around the farms because my family had a farm. Never got to go to that one, but I've been up to, you know, the area and stuff. But anyway, so you got that, and then also like people I worked with, people I went to school with, friends of mine, bosses. Like my boss, I almost did work at a farm. My boss offered me a couple times when we'd slow down. He's like, "Hey, I need a hand over at the farm." It's like, if you're hurting that bad, just give me a holler. I'll take you whenever you want. Okay. Oh, my country shirt. I'll have to, you're talking about the doing, right? I'll have to pull it up in a minute here, but I'm going to keep playing the video anyway, because story time was going too long anyway.
You'll see me dancing shortly. Okay, my boy. I'll do the thinking, you do the whatever. You'll do that.
What the flows he gets here?
You're not confused, you all be new.
Yeah, if you're not from here, it's hard to understand, yeah.
The Gaelic language gets 60 million pounds a year of a grant for the government.
Right.
There's more people speak sign language in Scotland than there is Gaelic. But the Doric dialect, this receives nothing. There isn't any grants.
Can I get a famous grant?
We used to get punished at school for speaking it.
Right.
You have nine, didn't you, Jimmy? You get punished at school for speaking Doric. Aye.
Like, you give that mean?
Fit like, yeah, I'm Guido.
What the flows he gets here?
You're not confused, you all be new.
Yeah, if you're not from here, it's hard to understand, yeah.
The Gaelic language gets 60 million pounds a year of a grant for the government.
Right.
There's more people speak sign language in Scotland than there is Gaelic.
God damn it.
Yeah.
The Gaelic language gets 60 million pounds a year of a grant for the government.
Right.
There's more.
Okay. Scottish Gaelic, once spoken over wide areas of Scotland, is now spoken less than 1% of the population. Unlike Scots, it's about as... Oh, Scots, they were talking before. Is that what he's talking about? Unlike Scots, about as similar to English as Japanese is. Damn. Which I've heard of Gaelic, but I don't know that I've ever heard it spoken. I might know some phrases, but I don't know that they're Gaelic phrases, to be fair. There's more people who speak sign language in Scotland than speak Gaelic. So there's your, Doom Moon. I actually have one that I could do one like that. I already have a few cow ones that I made up anyway. But yeah, Misty. So the reason why I paused it here is specifically on our conversation. So if this portion of the conversation kind of helps you understand a little bit, now we're hearing from the Scottish bartender, like directly from the source where this kid is. So.
You're not confused, you'll all be new.
Yeah, if you're not from here, it's hard to understand, yeah.
The Gaelic language gets £16 million a year of a grant for the government.
Right.
There's more people speak sign language in Scotland than there is Gaelic. But the Doric dialect, this isn't any grants.
Can I get a famous grant?
We used to get punished at school for speaking it.
Right.
You have nine, didn't you, Jimmy? You get punished at school for speaking Doric. Aye.
You give that mean?
Fit like, yeah, I'm Guido. I'm Guido, I'm Guido.
You're sounding there, boss.
Yeah. Top.
If you go further up north, they speak the best English. It's weird. Aberdeen's Doric. There's a posh Doric.
I started to glass over with the conversation because I couldn't understand some of it, and then I caught the part where he was going into the cow thing.
You get punished at school for speaking Doric.
Oh, so there's your punished at school for speaking Doric, like you were talking.
You give that mean?
Fit like,
yeah, I'm Guido. I'm Guido, I'm Guido.
You're sounding there, boss.
Yeah. Top.
If you go further up north, they speak the best English. It's weird. Aberdeen.
Oh, Aberdeen. No, Aberdeen speaks Doric. Okay, so that's Aberdeen, Angus. So that must be where the Angus cow is actually named after, is Aberdeen.
No, Aberdeen's Doric. There's a posh Doric.
Most folk in Aberdeen speak like standard English.
Fucking
like
posh.
Yeah.
But that's because that's a snobbery thing. The grannies and granddads.
Yo, no fucking joke though. You want to talk about it's a snobbery thing? I don't know where my mother got this shit, but he is verbatim describing my mom. And yes, I'm talking shit. Those of you who don't know, I don't talk to her anymore. But what's funny is looking at that portion of my life, what I can relate to, I think about some of the things that came from her and like the proper setting the table, proper speaking of English, posture, all this, these proper shit. Like I was a goddamn kid of monarchy, whatever, like I was a royalty. You know, the funny thing is I probably faintly remember more things about royalty than like etiquette than most people have ever learned. You know, like not even I've forgotten more. No, the shit that I remember barely, I probably know more than most people. And it's funny because, yeah, he's right. It's a posh fucking thing. It's a image thing. It's fucking pointless.
There's a posh Doric.
Most folk in Aberdeen speak like standard
like,
English. Like, yeah.
But that's because
I'll put it to you this way. What would be the purpose of being a snob? Because you think you're better than somebody because it makes you feel better? Well, in my case, like my goal is to get along with everybody. Why the fuck would I want to be a snob? You know? Like the only time I ever want to not get along with somebody is when they've already been a dick to me.
That's a snobbery. The grannies and granddads.
The Toonsers.
The mother and father.
Right. But again,
That's a snobby thing. That's a university thing.
but here's the real Doric.
Aye, definitely.
Yeah.
Aye, if you got good here, you'll hear.
I mean, it's just beautiful because, like, in today's world of very standardized English and standardized media, you know, to have a place where people speak, you know, so distinctly, it's just it's wonderful. Glenn Levitt. Yeah. He's a
Glenn Levitt. How fucking American are you? I went to Scotland. What did you order? Glenn Levitt? Like, yeah, that's literally the most common scotch in America.
low flyer. Oh. He's a low flyer.
That Johnny Walker.
Just the low flyer. Yeah. Okay.
See what I mean? Probably comes to
I Thank you. Said it perfectly there, Misty. God, I wish I could highlight shit. I think you said it fucking perfect. Assholes are assholes. Don't matter who you are. Fucking facts, ma'am. Facts.
Again? We going out there again. We going out there. Ready to do it?
That's a low flyer.
Low flyer is a gross. How do you think you do them?
I am.
All right.
I'm a liquor. Yeah, but on. Good man, come for the wife is your dog.
Who you getting on?
I'm pissed.
He goes, this man's here all the way from Chicago. He said New York, bruh. Thank you, Misty. That is, I mean, it's facts. What the hell was I gonna say though? Oh, I just laughed. He said Chicago. It's like, no, he said New York, bud.
Fish with Malo Flyer.
Oh, here's my man. How are you?
Fidlike. Who's your juice?
Pardon, monsieur le président.
Oh, oui, aussi.
No, you're Spanish. Am I supposed to be black with a swipe?
What?
Just leave me. You will see me dancing. Honestly.
Giza Bozy. Can I get 2 Glenlivet for these gentlemen here? For Ewings. No. Yeah. And this is for you. Glenlivet. Cheers. Yeah. For you.
Very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Was that a linguistic adventure?
That was a...
The more you drink, the more it comes
More
out.
you drink, more fine.
Oh, and here's the other thing I was gonna say too. Like when they say low flyers and shit, like even though the cheap shit's still good, the cost there, I can almost guarantee you, like if an American goes there, it's probably way cheaper than trying to buy fucking scotch here. Like our import costs on scotch, I think are way higher, but that's just my opinion. I don't really know for a fact that, well, I shouldn't even say that's my opinion. That's my guess. That's probably the best way to put that. That would be my guess. But yeah, Glenlivet. That's funny. Tlisker Storm, bud. That's my shit.
And you don't... So far, boots we new.
So we've landed new in Pete.
As a matter of fact, no fucking lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. I very well might break my fucking streak of like sober, which it's not like I was, spending every day bragging it up or making that big of a deal out of it anyway. I did it for my own personal, cleanup stuff. But I might break my streak just to go to the Tlisker Storm distillery and get fucking hammered. That would be amazing. But at the same time, it would be kind of funny or kind of, not kind of funny. It would be kind of a feather in my cap for my own personal, like if I went there and I just sipped on a few and did it responsibly. Because your boy don't usually do responsible. We usually do, if we're drinking, let's go for broke. And that's not just because I have to get hammered. Most situations I'm in, people are drinking. And I don't really think about it. I just drink. Kind of like people drink water. Well, I drink whatever liquor's in my hand in that case,
Peterhead, the largest town in Aberdeenshire, at the most easterly point of Scotland. So you can't get...
See, I don't even know that one. Lathrog, or however you say that. I don't even know how you would say that. That I'm sure I'm actually tour of the distilleries would be fucking great. Although I'm gonna tell you right now, like what you're hearing from me is American. Like the way that I talk about alcohol is strictly American. There are 3 countries that I guarantee you I am not even gonna try to tell people in those countries that I drink. Like, in comparison. Because to me, I feel like if I go to those 3 countries, I am the amateur. Just saying. But that's just my opinion. And actually, Misty, if there's any truth to 23andMe, that's why, like, when we were talking about the Celtic shit. So initially, when I tested 23andMe, it didn't say anything. There was like a 10% Eastern European, like something or not. There was some mixture shit that was in there that they didn't really narrow down. Well, now if I go back and check it, actually, well, it might be higher now, actually, but there's a 0.3% Irish in me, apparently. I don't know, but which thrilled me. I was like, dude, that's fucking awesome. I got super excited for a minute, even though it literally means nothing. Because after a while, like, of looking at it and seeing like the areas that it pinned me for, that's why I don't believe like DNA tests can actually tell you like what your heritage is for sure. Because like the areas that it's pinning for me, there's not a single mention, not one, of Hungary on my 23andMe. My grandma immigrated, and not just immigrated, she escaped Hitler by a whole 2 weeks, apparently. I mean, if I'm wrong, to that side of the family, I apologize, but I feel like that's what I heard, or came to the conclusion of, after some time, just because we never really talked about it, right? Like, it wasn't like this is let's go brag about some shit, right? No, like, that's just, I didn't find out until, I don't know how many years after Oma died. Like, flat the fuck out, had no idea. And she was Catholic, so, that was a death sentence. But anyway, regardless, the point is, DNA stuff. Yeah, I don't know, but I know how I feel. I know what I have tendencies towards. I know the style of thinking that I've almost always had, but.
Name Easterness. So this is the largest fishing port in Europe, and so we're a lot of fish and chips. Ooh. I hope you are hungry.
So what do you need to do with this? Vinegar?
So salt and vinegar, especially definitely on the chips. Salt and vinegar. It was probably swimming about yesterday.
And I'm not gonna lie, it's also saying something that I actually like this. No fucking joke. Like, I've had the salt and vinegar thing with the fish. It's actually pretty fucking good, not gonna lie.
Oh, the vinegar is key. Wow. That really makes this.
Oh, that's a huge thing, Misty, in Wisconsin. Friday fish fries. That's like a standard. I'm not gonna lie though. They're so goddamn greasy that now when I go back, it like gives me a headache. But I get that like grease throat pain / headache. Mushy peas. No thanks. I'm good. I'm not huge on like the pea stuff. Not against it. Yeah. I'd rather have like pea soup with ham.
Good like. Good like. Nae bad. Half a weed. Wither's a wee bit cold today, but
It's so funny. We'll enjoy your time in Peter.
Yeah, thanks.
Were you hopping for food?
Poker chips.
Poker chips.
I've been wanting to get some sweeties from my parents.
Okay, aye. You're needing to get sweeties for your bairns. Still days. I think I'll take it to my granddad's house. You can meet my granddad because he makes off a fine toffee.
Yeah.
Which is very much from the traditional recipe of Scottish tablet. So you'll get to taste some of the real stuff rather than get the shop bought stuff. In your Scotland.
Oh, and I'd love to keep this out of the cut, but I'll ask you anyway, Misty. So I've been curious because you two are the only ones in chat right now, right? But I've been super curious as to what's going on around the times that I go live, or what you think the reason is why I don't get caught live. Because it's hit and miss, sure, lately, after I took down all my videos. But here's the thing. It's not like I'm not getting the views. The view count is the same as it used to be. So people are on rewatch. But as far as timing goes, that's the thing I was kind of asking, going to ask. And I'd like, before I make any mention of anything that I think it possibly could be, I'd like your guys' kind of opinion, or if you know of anything on the streets or anything that would prevent live attendance versus rewatch.
If you'd like.
I'm there for it.
Off of Bonnie Toon, off of Bonnie Day. The weather. I heard it was ding and doon with snow last week.
The one you speak pretty good. You've been smart at that.
When you were younger, did people speak differently from now? Like, have you seen it change over time?
Oh, aye. They tend to speak more English nowadays in school. The way we spoke back then, it has changed. My parents spoke differently. It was a different world. We met a lady from Australia. She came across and she said, oh, I can hardly make out what they say over here. And her daughter says, well, why don't they speak English? I said, well, Christ, why the hell should we speak English? We don't even pronounce the words properly. They don't have lochs in England. I don't think they can even say the bloody word loch.
Like was growing up in Peterhead.
Seen a lot of industry go. We had a big fishing industry, more or less gone. There is some left, but not a lot. And we had a huge food factory also gone. And we had a big woolen mill.
Is that pretty standard that y'all have that small of fucking living rooms? I'm just curious. Anyway. Gotcha, Misty. I was just curious.
Also gone.
I'll always take tips and info and stuff like that, so that's why I was picking y'all's brain.
A different world. Some call it progress. It is progress. It's just how things happen. When I was a young lad, Sunday, for example, hardly anybody worked on a Sunday. It was a Sunday suit on, dressed in your best, and away to the church. Today, churches are for sale. Because nobody goes to them. I can't believe it. And the minister's telling you this, the Sunday school teacher's telling you that. How the hell can a church work for sale? How did that come about? To change the bloody everything I'd been.
That would be one thing that I'm sure I probably don't have in common with that area, is I think religion's still a very big play in Ireland and Scotland. And I don't know much about Sweden and Finland and Denmark or any of that kind of stuff, but I know religion's a big play, or I'm pretty sure religion's a pretty big play over there. And then I'm also pretty sure it's a big play over in Germany and Hungary as well.
Been learned in school. I don't understand the centimetres, but it's feet and inches that comes to mind first.
Well, listen, you're preaching to the...
Oh, yeah, British. I don't disagree with you there. However, I am not arrogant enough to think that that's the only language you should learn. British just happened to mention, he said, let's be honest, you want your children to learn English. It's a modern world. Why hold them back? And the honest truth is, the reason why the entire world speaks English is for two reasons. And they're basically linked to the exact same reason. And that is because the Brits took over the entire world. I want to talk about conquerors. You know? Like, let's be clear. The UK, the British Empire, was the original Hitler. Like, maybe not eugenics, but killing people? Yeah. A lot. And we don't talk about that shit, do we? Tell me the Brits don't rule the world. Somehow the entire world doesn't talk about the fact that the Brits are probably the biggest genocidal maniacs of history. They are the ones that ruled the world the longest, as far as I'm aware, unless the Greeks are the... Oh, British. No. I wasn't saying it like that, dude. You know that. But I know you're just joking around anyway. He's like, yo, what, me? I know it wasn't you. And I'm not saying shit about your ancestors either. Because here's the deal. That's not me. I don't judge people. Like, I don't feel like people judge me for my heritage being German either. There's been a few times that people were smart enough to pick on the fact that I'm German and be like, oh, you must be a Nazi gen. But otherwise, people usually don't pick up on that. Even when they find out I'm German, that's not the first thing they think of. So what I'll say to you guys is, keep in mind, when I say the shit about fucking... it's karma. They're all coming back here. Okay. But anyway, so the whole point is that when I say that, I don't think of, just because a country takes over the world or even goes to war, I don't think of the people any differently. I judge each individual based on them, not, oh, you come from this country. Did you have any fucking control, dude? Most people, like, I recognize that I'm unique in the fact that I could up and leave and move wherever the fuck I want tomorrow. That's pretty much how I operate my life. Sure, internationally gets to be kind of a pain, but within the United States, all 50 states, that's pretty easy for me. Including fucking Alaska. It wouldn't be that hard for me. Because, you know, my line of work, I could transfer up there. Well, transfer or utilize those skills anyways. But oh, British. The only point I'm making there is the entire world was colonized by the Brits. I mean, the Chinese have done some pretty messed up shit too. Like dynasties and shit. Russia, I don't think ever got that far, did they? I think Russia did some, well, I guess the USSR technically, but we, as in the United States, look at, you know, former Soviet states kind of thing. But yeah, I don't know. Oh, it's 100% true, but none of us live in freedom, so that I can say with almost certainty. We should know that, because the freedom that the United States has always bragged about is a figment of an imagination. You're not actually free. There are things that you will do that either A, might not be illegal, or B, if they are illegal, they don't hurt anybody else, that, trust me, you can't do. So it's just one of those things where, yeah, freedom to me is a government doesn't tell you whether you can or can't do something unless it affects another person. That's freedom. That at its simplest form.
Choir, I don't understand centimeters either.
My parents, you notice that they didn't speak like I do. They speak English. That is the influence of the American TV channels, the Netflix, the movies, the Disney films, and Peppa Pig. But you'd often tell them to remind them, you mind for your fee.
Well, yes, but British on the other side of that coin too. Like, let's not forget, slavery is also rampant today, right? Like, everybody acts like slavery doesn't exist. It's almost as prevalent now as it was 50 to 100 years ago. It's just not out in the open.
Ken, didn't speak like that. Mind you're from Scotland, because if you were standing speaking to somebody on the street, they wouldn't have ken you were fae here.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about the United States. I'm talking about in the world.
You would just think, oh, you're either English or you're American.
Right.
That'd be a real shame, because this is how we speak all the time to each other. He's dulling it doing an awful lot for you. He's trying his best to talk properly.
I spent 15 years in England, and you had to try and speak a bit better than we do here to make yourself understood down there.
Right. When you two are together, do you just speak?
Aye.
Aye.
We'll be speaking.
Can you show me what that would sound like?
What would you do?
Sorry?
What would you do in a day?
A day? Very little, just more or less waiting in the comedy.
Yeah, it's online to a good degree, but also, like, let's keep in mind there's chunks of the Americas, there's chunks of Africa. Hell, I don't know, but there's probably chunks of Asia that have, like, current slave trades. Like, it's a fact of countries that aren't trading necessarily on the global stage frequently.
Well, you've been sitting nervous in your cell. Did you muck off your mate?
Well, aye. You're welcome to try a bit.
Well, we'll try a bit, alright.
Sure.
Can get it.
Aye.
Help yourself, alright.
Oh, wow.
It's like eating sugar cubes, but so much better.
So buttery, rich. Oh my god.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed Scotland.
Oh, I'm fair ticket here. You guys all gotta come to Scotland. This is Aberdeenshire specifically. Link in description if people want to do a tour.
It's crappyescapesandtours.co.uk.
Oh shit, do they not? So they don't call them villages or whatever? Or is Shire just another term? Like another, like, size classification? Because, like, here, technically speaking, village, town, and city all have, like, various classifications of size based on population.
Can people come here in winter?
The thing is, Scotland is beautiful any time of year, and they say there's no such thing as bad weather.
Oh, Shire's a county. Okay, got you.
It's just bad clothing.
Just Tootie in your jacket, you'll be alright.
Tootie in your jacket, you'll be alright.
So shout out to this kid for what he's doing. I'm hella jealous. Because I would totally fucking do some shit like this, but here's the other thing too. Y'all know I don't filter, so when I say that, obviously it's a form of expression. I will respect where I'm at. So, like, if I go places, yeah, sure, maybe I tone it down a little bit. Like, I don't walk into somebody's church and go, fuck, fuckity, fuck. You know, like, it's kind of a, hey, I respect your thing deal. But nonetheless, yeah, it would definitely be different than this kid. But nonetheless, I really appreciate this kid doing that. Like, it's cool to see these sorts of videos. And he made it really interesting. Like, the questions he asks are, like, he's just on point to me. It feels like the same as if I were to go travel and see these things. These are the sorts of questions or the sorts of conversations I would try to have, right? And the other cool thing is, I'll speak from experience just a little bit on the traveling end. When you get used to traveling and you want to learn things about different areas, you meet a lot of different people, and you learn just so much from that. And that's a lot of, like, how he was meeting these dudes in the bar and at this restaurant or whatever. Or, like, the whole idea of the culture of pubs. We call it bars where I'm at in Wisconsin, or where I grew up in Wisconsin. But, you know, nonetheless, it was the same kind of thing as it is over there. Like, the pub is kind of the culture, like, especially with the Irish and the Scots. Like, it's the culture. That's where everybody hangs out, you know? It's kind of like the rec center, I guess. So for them, their sport might be drinking. Anyway. But, yeah, so I guess what I was just getting at there is, like, you know, traveling is fun, especially when you can do it the way he does it. And I think this kid does a good job of how he puts it together. So. Oh, good Lord. That's one for later. That's a guarantee. That is definitely one for later. Funny as fuck. Like, French girl reacts to Louisiana Cajun French. Oh, fuck. Like, Cree is not French. Trust me. It's influenced. Highly influenced. But, yeah, the French would look at him like, Huh? Anyway. All right, I'm done doing that. What else do I want to do though? I don't want to play games and stuff, but honestly, like, I'm just happy we got this up and going. I don't even remember. Did I ever get TikTok? I don't know if TikTok's actually working right now for me. I don't think it is. I think I said fuck it because it wasn't working. I don't recall. Yeah, Stream Elements kind of went haywire on me the other day. Had to kind of try to fix it up ever since, I guess. And unfortunately, the only way that I can tell if I'm live on TikTok is by going on a secondary account and checking. Sweet! It actually looks really good. Cool. Alright. So, what else? Oh, that's right. I was going to play catch up on some Upchurch stuff too, I suppose. Let's see what he's posted recently. Of course, this is kind of a change of atmosphere a little bit, but I suppose I can do one or two and then call it quits. That one from 4 days ago, I seen that pop up. Is that the last one he's got? Oh, looks like it. Oh, and I still got to do that. The Ghost Ranch video from today? What you mean? Like the old Ghost Ranch channel? Or are you talking about like some shit that he put on Instagram? Anyway. Fuck it. While you debate that, I'm gonna do this music video that I need to get done. Well, no, you guys already got one of those. We'll do it on a pre-record. Never mind.
What up, skids? We out there.
Sorry, autoplay. So, Church dropped this one a few days ago. April 23rd, 2025. Let's jump up in it.
What up, skids? We out there. I'm in a band now, dude. And we're badass. Period. And it's crazy because, like, this all happened by, like, accident. Like, or authentic. They were hired for the tour, to be the players for the tour. And I was like, wait a minute, time out. They're not regular musicians. These are mythical, mystical creatures. And I want to hang out with them and make music. Throughout the tour, we got to know each other and hang out with each other. And we clicked. And I was like, yo, can y'all help me with Creeker 3? And that turned into all of us forming the band, the Dixielanders. And dude, this is the most excited I've been about music since the beginning of my career. For a couple reasons. First reason, I've never been in a band. Another reason is they're all outside the box thinkers. They ain't scared to try new shit. They ain't worried about what no one thinks. They have really huge hearts, and their creative ability in the studio is, bro, it's perfect. I mean, that's the only word I can think of. It's perfect. And most importantly, awesome, they're all really positive people. And they're adventurous. And between all four of us, we're all very different people. But we all have the same goal and the same passion. Passion, music, the goal is to keep it independent, to keep it free-flowing. That's what we're all in it for. And now we're all in the same room, in the same band, creating songs for the world to hear. Also, here's another thing. Don't get it twisted, bro. This is not, in the past, I know, like when I've done stuff with other rappers and stuff.
Yeah, dude, honestly, like this band thing, and I think what he's about to say there is kind of, like, this band's not going away. Like, just because I've done some features with other artists and don't do anything with them anymore, this is here to stay. You know, that's kind of what I feel like's coming. But besides the point, So there's one other thing that Misty requested earlier, and I kind of forgot in between videos. So why not do it in one that'll get split up anyway? Plus, I'm sure Church doesn't care. So, we will flip over screens, y'all, which also means that I'm gonna have to move the screen. But I just wanted to take the time to show you guys some of the stuff that I've been working on lately, some of the stuff that I got put out. Specifically, I will focus on the, I think it's this one. Yeah, I'll focus on the, damn it, one that Misty was suggesting, which there's a couple of them right there. Did I put it on a shirt? I did not put it on a shirt yet. Okay. So we got a mouse pad and we got a desk mat that I've done so far, and there'll be more stuff as I get the time to put stuff up. But yeah, so you got a whole bunch of different stuff that I've designed. Pretty quick, simple, not overly detailed. I don't like that shows the back of the hat first, because that is a stitched one, and that one says doing, I think that's the doing country rap one. But in the picture, because it doesn't go close enough, it looks blurry as shit, but it's embroidery, so, like, you know damn well the text is going to show up. Like, you can't not have it show up, so, anyway. Then, of course, I have, like, the Fed Ted is my Thunder Buddy stuff. You know, I made a few of those canvas prints, if you're into that kind of stuff, you know. Few designs and whatnot. But, yeah. So, Misty just happened to mention it when we were talking about some of the country stuff, some of the farming stuff and whatnot. And, like, this would be a perfect example. I'll just show you the, actually I have more color versions in black. So, I'll show you the ones in black. But, yeah. Doing creeker walking. I think we came up with that one on a live, actually. I think we were BSing, and I was like, dude, do you guys care if I use this for merch idea? I'm like, nah, dude, go ahead. I was like, fuck yeah. But yeah, so you got kind of that design. I just come up with a few pictures and stuff that go with it. Am I that artistic? No, it's graphic design. Graphic design's a little easier than doing freehand drawing, for sure. At least in my mind it is. Because I can't freehand for shit. But then again, I'm trying to get into vectors now too. And yeah. So, and those that question, yes, I've decided to keep watermarks within my designs. That's why you see this isn't much of a watermark. It's just me like fading a logo in there. But it has my logo in there. So, you know, you would have to work a little harder to actually snag that from me if you wanted to. Not that, you know, anybody wants to, but, you know, it's the internet. So figured I'd try to do some precautionary stuff with that. But you'll see various different versions, just like the memes that I've been putting up. You know, the last meme that I posted on Instagram. If I'm going to spend time to design these, it doesn't take me a couple seconds to lower the opacity on one of my logos or some text and throw Wisco Madman in there, you know? Just so you can't claim it as you know, I designed that. Did you though? Anyway, so that's the store, dude. I got a few things, you know, like if you don't like the circle design, this one's an Under Armour shirt, dude. Like they got some really good quality stuff. No lie. That's why I can't buy white. So they're like, this is what it looks like with a black or a navy, actually. This is the black. The black shows up better than the navy does, actually. But anyway, so if you guys are interested, that's kind of shit that I have. Sorry. Church, didn't mean to make this a big long thing on your video by any means, but it's more for the live than anything, to be honest. Yeah, back to Church's stuff. But yeah, we got a few creeker based stuff, and trust me, like as much as you're gonna see some creeker stuff, you're gonna see some doing stuff, which all those, when I do that stuff, keep in mind, guys, I'm not doing that for profit. Getting my name out there, getting people to check out my designs, maybe. You know, sure, that it might have a positive impact that way if people discover it. But like when it's other people's ideas, like Creaker, Creek Squad, RHEC, anything like that, I'm not doing those designs to make any money off it. I'm doing it at cost. Like as low as they let me put it without it costing me money, that I'm putting it at. So they're just simply to share stuff out and give you guys some other designs, some of my creativeness, and hopefully you two can say, you know, hey, Wisco designed this for my back glass of my truck or something. Or, hey, you know, Wisco designed this shirt for me. So,
you know, people be like, oh, well, Church, you're carrying them. I will agree with you on that. I did a lot of carrying in hip-hop. Well, this is a different situation. There ain't no carrying these people. These people are out here fucking doing favors, if anything. You know, like, these motherfuckers don't need no one. They need their self. That's it. They were surviving in music by themselves long before we formed this band. In this situation, there is no Upchurch carrying nobody. Upchurch is just a part of a band that is also their band. Like, it's all of ours. We're all 25%. We all put our 25% in, and it becomes 100. And my personal opinion about bands, and somebody might disagree with this, just because you're the lead singer doesn't mean you're the leader. I think like it. All bandmates are the leaders, and you all sit down and figure it out and create together. There is no dictating or nothing like that. I feel like if there was someone who deemed themselves like the leader, I feel like it would make way shittier music. So just don't put a title on it and just get in there and just fucking do your thing like you're in a garage. I think that's actually what's wrong with most music. It's not done authentically no more. It's like forced, like processed meat. While me and the Dixielanders out here doing shit like it's the fucking late 70s, early 80s, bro. That's what everyone should be doing. Dude, I can't tell you how many times in music I've heard, music is business. Who the fuck told you that? That's a lie. Music is an
business is business, gentlemen. That's just a fact. Like, how is that hard to understand, guys? There's business and there's music. Music is art. Business is business. Does business play with music? Sure. You can make a music business, but that doesn't make the business aspects of it part of music. See?
Expression of emotion with sound. Somebody who only cares about money made it business. But no.
And let's be clear, I don't mind bangers, bro. You want to come up with some simple bangers? Fine. But keep in mind, like, if that's all you come up with, then you'll be the next Pitbull. That's what I'm going to compare it to, dude. Pitbull used to go hard as fuck. Fuego and Toma, and I mean, granted, it was a mix of party and gangsta to begin with. Then you got shit like Damn It Man, and he talks about doing gangster shit in Cuba, in Miami, you know? But how many people know that's where he's from? Like, as far as what his lifestyle used to be. A lot of people don't know that because it was on the boat lift. El Mariel, M-I-A-M-I. Miami, yes. But he put periods after each. Anyway. So my point is, like, sure, you can make just party songs, radio bangers, not a lot of lyrical substance, right? Just catchy ass shit, right? Cool. That's talent. 100%. But it ain't the same. You know what I'm saying?
Music is not business, but that's the problem. I think everyone thinks music is business. Even a lot of bands and a lot of musicians and rappers, and they all look at it as business too. That's what the song Stars for Tomorrow is about on Quaker 3. Save some stars for tomorrow. Like, stop making so many fucking fabricated superstars.
knew exactly where he's going with that as soon as he said that. I didn't know initially that's what that was about, but I knew where he was going as soon as he kind of made the initial mention. Like, yeah, if you guys want to save some, you don't have to like just dump them all on us now and see if they stick. You could like tactfully, you know, help people and give them their time to shine kind of thing, and not like keep ordinary people from shining.
And there's a reason why I'm saying that. It ain't because it's like, oh, he's salty or this, that, and the other. No, there's a lot of shit people don't fucking think about. Like, back in the day, you became a superstar because you got noticed as a fucking superstar. Like, somebody looked at you and was like, bro, that's a superstar. And it was because you had talent and drive and passion for what you were doing. Well, here's the thing. When you don't have a passion and a drive to do this, let's say you're a manufactured artist who they're just propping up and you don't really know nothing. You think music is business and you want to be in the business. Well, you're in it. And all these fucking people start to hate on you and tell you all this fucking horrible shit about yourself, making up fucking rumors about you. You're on the fucking news and all this other shit, right? So what's going to distract you from all these people running their fucking mouth and doing all this shit? Because you have to have strive and passion in music to not give a fuck about what anyone's saying. Why do you think all these motherfuckers be out here having mental fucking breakdowns and overdosing on drugs and shooting themselves? Because they can't deal with what everyone's saying. Mm-hmm. But if you were fucking about the music all the fucking...
Or they're getting laced with shit and they OD because they're getting laced with shit. You know, don't get me wrong, like, if you choose to do certain things, you're taking certain risks. But at the same time, like, this whole lacing shit, like, it shady as fuck, bro.
Well, then you wouldn't give a fuck. I mean, look at me. I don't give a fuck. And dude, I've been on the news a lot. People say a fuck ton of shit about me. Doesn't matter. You know why? Because I have this guitar.
Don't care.
And I have 3 other people to care about and make music with.
Facts.
And it's not business when we're together.
Facts.
See how that works? Your brain's got to be distracted from the bad shit. But it has to be in a good way. The less stress, the better. And, I mean, why do you think I've said no to every record deal I've been offered? I don't want that stress. I'd rather just keep doing music freely and not think of it as a fucking business. Also, know this, y'all. Next time, it won't be Upchurch and the Dixielanders. It'll be just the Dixielanders. The reason it says Upchurch and the Dixielanders now is because, for one, it was the Creeker Project.
And, you know, when you're starting a new band and Church wants people to know that he's in the band, that only makes sense. So I'll just say that for him just in case he doesn't say that.
And 2, I wanted everyone to like kind of be aware of, hey, we're starting this band. Next time it'll be just the Dixielanders. And also, if you don't mind, go subscribe to the Dixielanders page because that's where all the music is going to be going and music videos and all that. We also have an Instagram together. It's at the Dixielanders. That's got most of our tour antics and Ghost Ranch antics on there. Behind the scenes stuff in the studio, all the good shit. Also, to everyone who listens to my music, I want to let you know that I'm probably going to be focusing on rock music for a while, rock and country. There's some shit that needs to be done over there in country. And I just really want to pay attention to the rock music because my Creeker 1 and 2 album, it's been like 6.
Yeah, that's kind of the point I was getting at, Misty. So just in case I wasn't clear enough there, Misty just said number 2. She's kind of adding to or clarifying my original point because this was part of my point. No one knows who they are without putting Church's name on it. 100%. yeah, the Dixielanders wouldn't mean much. But it does because Church put his name on it. Now he could remove it because all the Church fans already know about it. Anybody who's like diehard Church fan, guarantee you they know about it unless they've been completely disconnected somehow. But the point is, yeah. So, yeah, I understand that.
6-7 years since those. It's definitely the least kind of music I have in my catalog, but that's like my go-to music in my day-to-day life. So I'm really excited about doing it because I want to see what I can do with it. We've already seen what I can do with rap and country, really. I'm ready to see what kind of stuff I can get into with rock music, bro. Especially with 3 bad motherfuckers with me.
Hell yeah.
Especially them 3. I bet you by the end of next year, we have at least 4 rock albums out. Not even including Creeker 3. Bro, we got points to prove around here. With that being said, any rock bands, now I know y'all probably just like, fuck the Dixielanders. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, if anybody wants to get in the room with us to just hang out and make music, come on, bro.
Hell yeah.
Work with people, make magic with other bands, and we could do it. Let's make this shit rowdy and weird again.
I'll be honest with you, dude. I think it would just be fucking cool to, like, watch them practice. Watch them, like, rehearse and try new shit and whatever else. That's what I think. But we'll just replay the last little bit here.
Game over, fucking. Especially them 3. I bet you by the end of next year, we have at least 4 rock albums out. Not even including Creeker 3. Bro, we got points to prove around here. With that being said, any rock bands, now I know y'all probably just like, fuck the Dixielanders. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, if anybody wants to get in the room with us to just hang out and make music, come on, bro. We want to work with people. We want to fucking make magic with other bands. And we could do it. Let's make this shit rowdy and weird again. Nah, but for real though.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Church be on his sheet. So, yeah. I'm here for it, to be honest. I think it's cool that he's doing the rock band thing. I know a few people were kind of worried about it. I would love to see him fuck up some other lanes a little bit more. Kind of cause some waves over some yonder, because we really haven't had a lot of turbulence per se in the country lane from Church. He's done a lot of his own stuff. He does a lot of singing, sure. But we've had 2 hardcore country ones? Everlasting Country, and Concert for Crickets. I don't know if there was another full country album that I can recall. Maybe there wasn't, I'm just forgetting. But anyway, so the whole point is, I'm here for it, dude. I would love to see what he can do in that lane. And as to rumors of, Church is done, he's not. I promise. He's not done with rap. Like, why does everybody have to react that way? Like, some people just don't. I don't know, man. But I think it's weird when people just constantly do that kind of shit, bruh. Like, let people be versatile, I appreciate the fuck out of it, but maybe that's just ADHD. Maybe only ADHD people like that. I know, it sounds ridiculous, which is why I said it, because honestly, that's the idea of, not appreciating versatility is just weird to me. So, we're gonna hit play on this one. Just to give you guys a heads up in case you're seeing my head down and shit. Yeah. I'm working on getting those videos back up that everybody's been waiting on, that I keep on delaying, and you get them scheduled out. I'm not saying they'll all drop tomorrow, but I need to at least get them scheduled out so it starts dropping again. I've been dicking around with 300 other things, and now that I feel like I got this live a little more fine-tuned and things, you know, I got some shit added, which you guys might not notice as much, a little bit of change in the background, but there's been a lot of setting up desk and rearranging and putting all this shit up behind me, and diffusers all over my fucking living room and kitchen, you know, light right above my head that I have now. So yeah, bunch of different things. Yeah, and even then, outside of like the obvious tone deaf, can't keep a beat, you know, music going everywhere, to me, I almost challenge the good or bad thing too, because I think that there's plenty of music that people would say, oh, that's bad, and it's good to other people. It's kind of listener's choice thing. So what I would say to that is, yes, music is good or bad, but your opinion does not shape that. See what I mean? You just have to fit a few basics of music, keeping rhythms, keeping melodies, keeping whatever else. And yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at with it. Did British drop off as soon as I started doing church or what? All of a sudden he just stopped chatting. But anyway, so I'm going to hit play on this one. This will probably be the last one anyway, but at least I'll catch up with another long one, and I'm going to try to get some of these scheduled out. So, up church 2 weeks ago, dear Cheatham County folk.
Tennessee, how we doing today, baby?
Yo.
This video is unofficially sponsored by Martinelli's Apple Juice. Why? Because it's from here, baby. That's good as hell.
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
So look, I'm just going to spit it to you straight. So flat out, this video is what it is. It's me, a citizen of Cheatham County, speaking to the other folks in Cheatham County. Whether you grew up with me, see me at the farmer's market, co-op, wherever, this video is just me speaking out loud to you guys. Now look, some of y'all, this video is going to be fucking pointless, and it's not going to matter. And you're going to be like, why'd I watch that? I don't know. You clicked it. To some Cheatham County folks, you might understand my situation a little better after this. You might understand me a little better after this. Regardless if anybody gives a shit or not, this is who I am. I like to stay connected with my community, so I feel like I need to make this video. Now look, I get asked a lot of fucking crazy questions out in public in Cheatham County. Now don't get me wrong, it's totally understandable based on about a 4-year span of my life that was absolutely crazy. Which really wasn't by choice,
Facts.
but I mean, hey, you gotta roll with the punches, right? You can't just fucking lay down and die and be like, oh man, poor me.
Why is church cutting everybody off? Why is church cutting everybody off? Have you seen the shit the man has been going through in the last 5 years? And he still managed to keep on climbing? Jesus.
If you live around here, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There's really no need to elaborate on it. Everybody in this town knows what I've gone through with my family over the years. That's just how it goes in a small town. Everybody knows everybody went to school with everybody. It is what it is, whatever. But over the past few years, that's not the only thing. I mean, hell, if you wasn't hearing that, you were just seeing me on the news for something stupid. Like way back when I got my first gold record, what I do, I gave it to the Cheatham County Sheriff Department to show my appreciation. Well, here come Nashville, running down here to fucking crucify the shit out of both of us.
Imagine taking the steps to get protected from someone and then seeing law enforcement posting pictures with that person on the very same day that they were served an order of protection. That's what one woman says happened to her and what victim advocates say really needs to change.
A Tennessee musician is now showing his love for his hometown by giving something special to the Cheatham County Sheriff's Office.
When we
I remember
first
this
brought you
story.
It was a positive one. Local Cheatham County musician Ryan Upchurch giving his first gold record to the Cheatham County Sheriff's Department. However, now Fox 17 is investigating after finding out the same day he gifted his award is the same day he was served with an ex parte order of protection in Cheatham County. I know about a month ago, you guys received an award, one of Ryan Upchurch.
Oh, I think this is the crazy Canadian.
Awards, and I'm calling to see if you guys were aware that on that same day he was served with an ex parte order of protection in Cheatham County. I called the Cheatham County Sheriff's Office after learning this and after seeing another post this past Friday from the Sheriff's Department that shows Upchurch inviting them up on stage.
I mean, hey, they gotta have fun too.
His victim is a little bit, thrown off, seeing a lot of social media posts, that kind of thing, not really feeling protected. We also went to the sheriff's office. The sheriff is out of town, but a spokesperson for the department said he'd call him tonight to get information, find out what they knew about the order. Verna Wyatt with Tennessee Voices for Victims says even if they didn't know about it, there needs to be some correction.
They should immediately take those posts down and apologize to the victim, because it's totally insensitive, inappropriate, and what it sends a message regardless.
Maybe you should like do a little research on the person before you publicly release a statement. Church ain't the first one he done that to, or that she done that to.
To the victim that her perpetrator is in league with the people that are supposed to protect her. It's wrong.
Since the ex parte order was served, they've had a hearing with a judge who sided with the victim and granted the full order. Now she's just hoping she gets the full protection.
It's totally intimidating. And we're living in a state where we're in the top 10 for where men kill women.
Fighting so a victim taking steps to get protection.
Yeah, because Ryan Upchurch is gonna kill a woman. Some people just need a news story.
Actually feels protected. When the judge granted that full order today, the victim sent me this statement saying in part, I testified to the judge that it truly made me feel scared and intimidated. Now I know that there are people who care about upholding the law and who will fight for those who feel helpless. She also went on to thank the different groups who have been by her side.
Woo! Fox 17, give these motherfuckers a daytime Emmy. Here's what they're not saying. They're not telling you that this person that sued me or whatever lives in another country. They're also not telling you this person has never spent the night in my house. What they're also not telling you is I barely even knew this person. What they're also not telling you is this person told the judge in Nashville that I had buried people in my yard. And what they're especially not telling you is this person eventually lost in court and owes me over $130,000, but is not giving it to me and fled to fucking Jamaica. Yes.
Hang on 1 second, guys. I gotta get this to go away. Shit. My bad, guys. This is what happens when shit doesn't want to work in the background for chats. I got a fucking chat window that just keeps on loading TikTok. I like my TikTok chat, not TikTok itself. Thank you.
That sounds bizarre. So I understand why y'all ask me these questions out in public. Now, me being on the news for bogus fucking stupid shit is nothing new. It's been happening for years, all the way up until about a few months ago. Now, the reason I was on the news this last time is because I told somebody they were full of shit. Yes, that's it.
True crime podcasts and YouTube channels, they've really exploded in popularity in the past several years. But is there a limit to what people can and cannot say in discussing theories around crimes?
WSMV4 investigative reporter Stacey Cameron looked into a federal lawsuit facing a Nashville YouTube star and reveals how it could shape the way crimes are discussed.
Need you to be looking out for Kylie and Kylie's car.
When 16-year-old Kylie Rodney vanished after attending a party in August of 2022, her
True crime's blown up recently. Yeah, you guys don't note the fact that a child is running a search party.
mother's desperate plea for help.
My head is all over the place and I'm terrified.
Turned the search for her daughter into an international story. But the news took a tragic turn.
A heartbreaking end to the more than 2-week-long search.
When investigators in California...
Hey, don't cover the fact that they had a search party fly over it numerous times. Don't mention that.
Determined she accidentally drowned after driving her car into a lake the night she went missing. But according to
Yeah, numerous times, and they couldn't see it.
attorney Chris Smith,
Oh, and before you go say, well, it was how deep? It wasn't. It should have shined back at them.
They're still obviously grieving.
Rodney's death was just the beginning of her family's pain because true crime conspiracy videos
show me real proof of Kylie Rodney existing.
Like this one, posted by Nashville YouTube star Ryan Upchurch, took the case viral. And Smith says when Upchurch told his 3 million followers that the Rodneys faked everything to make money on GoFundMe.
Not what the fuck he said.
It's a scam.
The family hired him to sue Upchurch for defamation, claiming...
Yeah. Let's go back and see if I can even recognize, because I didn't look up for that.
Rodney's faked everything to make
It could have been during the true crime time.
money on GoFundMe.
It's a scam.
The family hired him to sue Upchurch.
But still, like, they took 3 words. 3 words does not prove your statement, just so you know. Okay?
For defamation, claiming his videos caused mental and psychological damage.
Do you think there's an incentive for people to publish these types of videos?
Yeah, but you guys failed to point out the fact that in order to win defamation or slander or anything where you're saying that what the other person is saying is false, that would require you to prove that it is, right? I mean, sure, civil cases don't have the same burden of proof. But I would think that's how a jury's supposed to decide, isn't it? Based on the evidence?
Absolutely. If that video goes viral, then you get subscribers, you get clicks, and you might get money.
Upchurch isn't the only person sued for posting controversial videos about real crimes. Earlier this year, TikTok psychic Ashley Gillard was sued for claiming a University of Idaho professor ordered the killing of 4 students. And InfoWars founder Alex Jones got hit with multiple suits for saying the Sandy Hook Elementary massacre was a hoax. But when
I can stick you with a suit right now, NBC4. But we haven't done anything. My point exactly.
it comes to videos like Upchurch's,
can the companies that offer the platform be held liable?
Generally, no.
Vanderbilt law professor Jennifer Sastrom says
they shouldn't be. They really shouldn't be. We covered this with Facebook, guys. We've been through this before. Platform censorship is ridiculous.
companies like YouTube can't be sued because they're not the ones talking. And to win in
No fucking shit, so stop censoring me.
court, Safstrom says you basically need to prove the person posting knew they were lying, not just sharing what they think about a high-profile crime.
Ta-da! I would assume NBC4 did enough research to tell you that answer. The whole video, the whole time, not Church's video, the whole news story could have been simplified with one statement. You have to prove that the person knew that what they were saying was false. Duh.
Is someone's opinion protected from a defamation lawsuit?
Absolutely.
In a statement sent to WSMV4 Investigates, Upchurch's lawyer says opinion is the defense he looks forward to presenting in court. But Smith doesn't buy the argument. a high-profile crime.
Is someone's opinion protected from a defamation lawsuit?
Do you want to review your own statement, sir? Did anybody else catch it? He answered his own question in America. Opinion, right? Last I checked, freedom of the press and freedom of speech are two forms of speech protection that protect opinions. Freedom of speech is number one. Freedom of the press is number two, which is why this dude's even able to air this episode without church suing his ass.
Absolutely.
In a statement sent to WSMV4 Investigates, Upchurch's lawyer says opinion is the defense he looks forward to presenting in court, but Smith doesn't buy the argument.
So I'm curious, what certifies a news station from being able to talk about things as if they know the answer to them before it's been decided, but yet a YouTuber cannot? Hypocrisy, thy name is mainstream media.
Everyone gets their own opinion, but not their own facts.
Saying he thinks Upchurch's video...
Last I checked, there's no journalist certification. There's just a degree.
...was so outrageous that the jury, in this case, is going to send a message.
There's a limit to your freedom of speech.
Ooh. And side note, just to rub it in a little more, I didn't finish college, and I have certifications for my line of work. And I make more money than you. Be snooty about that, bitch.
According to Professor Safstrom, the hardest part of bringing a defamation case is finding a lawyer. She says it's kind of like looking for a doctor. You can't just pick anyone and expect to be okay. Plus, these cases, they cost a lot of money and take a long time.
Just imagine having to dress like that and barely making enough money to afford a nice one of those.
I'm told the Upchurch case, it probably won't go to trial for 2 years.
Did nobody tell this guy that I don't give a shit? I guess not. I don't care if it takes 10 fucking years and I have to spend $10 million. You're not gonna tell.
Is stealing that for a shirt. That's a good point. Never let a good story get in the way of the truth. Mark Twain. Thank you, Misty.
Tell me I'm not allowed to have an opinion about something. Especially when all I'm saying is, show me proof of this person. And no one does. So what? So now I'm in court with some random ass people from California who are like trying to force me to say that this person's real. Listen, brother, I don't see anything that shows that this person is fucking real. I'm not going to sit here and say that I believe something I haven't seen. Who the fuck does that? And I know what you're probably thinking. You're probably like, well, why do you care?
Hang on. No, I'm going to let the sarcasm write itself. Just ask yourself, what things in the world do we say I believe that we haven't seen?
So much. Well, one, I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars in court against...
There, now you offended yourself.
People who openly came out...
And no, I'm not talking to church.
...and was like, hey, we need help finding our daughter. Well, me being a person who gives a shit about people, I seen that the reward was like nothing. So I said, okay, I fucking give $100,000 to whoever leads tips directly back to this missing little girl. Nothing. Then I said, okay, I'll do $100,000 and my Hellcat. So next thing I know, this elite group of divers that have, what do you know, a YouTube channel, find this person or whatever, film everything in 4K cameras. And I'm like, what the fuck? So, me being who I am, I was like, whatever. I stuck to my word, and I gave these people Adventures with Purpose as their name. $100,000 reward that I promised on the internet, and my.
Let's be clear. Pretty sure. Well, okay, hang on, because I don't know which part of the point Church is making. I'll say this much, and then we'll let Church finish his point before I go. Assuming that, yeah. Anyway, so Adventures with Purpose, as far as that title is concerned, the business is owned by Jared Lasik. That's not private knowledge. That's public. People know who he is. He's been on video. Like, it's his company. It's his brand. So that doesn't necessarily, just because he says Adventures with Purpose, it does not necessarily mean the other divers.
Fucking Hellcat. So me being a normal person that thinks logically, the reason I offered the $100,000 in the Hellcat is because this apparently happened at a party with 16, 17-year-olds or whatever. I said, okay, some kid is going to talk for $100,000 in a Hellcat. Yeah, well, no kid talked. Some adults got the reward. Yeah.
That's a good point. I never thought of it like that, Church. But that's a good point. See, this is why I say, like, Church is thinking to twist things, right? And I don't mean that like in a negative. Like, when people were trying to say, oh, you know, why would Church get involved, whatever. Dude, his notoriety carries a lot. So by getting involved, there's a good chance more information's going to come out. Sure, I'm sure the falsehoods popped like crazy. But let's not forget a good chunk of the information that the sheriff's department got. They probably got because this guy got involved. Yeah. And I'm not avoiding talking about it by any means. I just have talked about it so many times that if there's new info to talk about, fine. But, like, I'm not here to harp on it. So don't think that I'm avoiding it because I'm worried about some lawsuit, because I have every right to state any opinion I want. So I'm not stupid in how I comment, and neither is Church. So just because somebody can sue you doesn't mean that they're going to win. So, yeah. I never really thought of it that way, though. $100,000 in a Hellcat. You're tempting a lot of 18-year-olds, a lot of 20-year-olds, you know, these younger kids. Like, that's a big deal. So maybe it won't motivate the older adults, especially the rich fucks that live there, but it will motivate the kids that don't necessarily have the trust fund yet.
So what? So I helped, and I'm a man of my word, so now I'm in court. And now this guy's over here in Nashville saying your freedom of speech is limited. And they're talking about making true crime laws because...
Okay, let's also be clear here. There are limitations to your rights when they infringe on other people's rights. But I don't see infringement here.
Because of Cheatham County ass Ryan Upchurch. And as you can see, homeboy already apparently knows something about the jury, it seems like to me. If they're going to make an example out of me for what? Having a fucking opinion?
No, the people who make an example out of you is not the jury. The people who make an example out of you, that would be like a press release from the prosecution. The jury is impartial, so they can't make an example out of them.
I still don't fucking think the person's real. I'm allowed to fucking think that. If anybody thinks I'm not allowed to think that, you're smoking crack. I'm not believing something I haven't seen. That's... Who the fuck does that? Yeah, that sounds crazy. Once again, I understand why y'all are asking me these crazy questions out in public. Because of this kind of shit. And look, go back and look at all these situations. It's all about Ryan Upchurch and his fucking money. That's all they're worried about. Every single situation. All of them. There's not one left out. Parents, money, wasn't giving them enough. Hell, they tried to get a damn conservatorship against me. Fuck you mean? The person that got mad about the gold record in the sheriff's department. Money, they lost. Next people, well, they're trying to sue me too. Defamation of character. Man, you have an opinion. We want money because of it. Go to fucking work, motherfucker. And here's the thing, man. Look, I've been dealing with stupid shit like you had just seen a minute ago for a long time. I'm used to it. I don't really pay attention to what the fuck somebody thinks about me or what's the new rumor about.
Yeah, I feel you on that, dude. So much shit going on that you just kind of got to put blinders on and keep on and moving.
Up church. I don't even let it enter my daily life. Why? Because I'm a normal Cheatham County person. I've been here my whole...
Yo, that's how I felt about Discord for a lot of this shit, too. People are like, why won't you be around this? Why won't you be around that? Blinders, motherfucker. Because I got shit I'm trying to do. I got mental health I'm trying to protect. Like, I ain't trying to stay around that shit.
Life. And that's the point of this video. I'm not being a dick to anyone.
Nah.
When you ask me at the Shell station, hey man, what's going on with... And then you name some fucking names I've never heard of. And I look at you and tell you I have no clue what you're talking about. And then you think I'm a fucking dickhead. And then you go and be like, oh man, he's fucking stuck up now. No, I'm just still fucking normal. I think some folks are forgetting that I still go to the farmer's market to buy pens from the farmer's market so I can write my music in Cheatham County with a pen that someone made who is also from Cheatham County. A lot of folks in our town have a perception.
Yeah, dude, I need to make more trips over to the flea market. Fucking shit's less than 20 minutes away. I really should. That way I can... That's probably the best way to, like, really discover more local businesses in the area. Like, try to develop some connections and shit.
Or idea of who I am now, whatever the fuck that means. I don't understand it. So when you ask me, why you stay home all the time? Well, one, I mean, fucking, why wouldn't I? My fucking studio's here. I work from home. When I go out.
Not to mention, staying at home for church has a little bit of a different meaning when you're talking 100 and whatever fucking odd acres.
I'm public now and try to fucking do shit like go to the car shows or whatever. I'm just asked a bunch of shit that I have no fucking idea what you're talking about. Do you think I want to go to a car show in my town and then just be asked about all the crazy shit on the interwebs the entire time? No, I'm there to fucking see cars. I've heard about a few folks running their mouth being like, yeah, nobody hangs out with Upchurch no more. No, Upchurch don't fucking hang out with nobody no more. Why? Because
yeah, and that's what I kind of find funny is these dudes are like, oh, he won't hang out with me. You say that as if everybody's looking at you as if church is the weird one. I wouldn't brag about the fact that one of the biggest artists in your lane won't hang out with you. Yikes.
I'm not a fucking ATM. When you hang around me and all you do is fucking ask me for money and never pay me back, well then I'm gonna kick you the fuck out because I'm not your daddy. I already have a kid.
Well, the personal people too, but I was just speaking to the shit that I seen. Obviously, he's talking about some local shit.
What better reason to kick you the fuck out of the circle if that's what you're doing? And I really hope some of y'all grasp where I'm coming from. To put it into more perspective, I mean, we got a call a couple weeks ago. I'm not going to say who the fuck it was. Somebody who lives on my road called the other day, my guard shack, and was like, can you please go check on Ryan? And they said, he's fine. Why? They said, no, please go check on him. They said, why? Apparently, they seen a post where somebody on Facebook said that I was in my house claiming somebody was living in my walls. There is no fucking inside to the walls. It's a traditional log cabin. It's just it's trees. You see what I'm saying?
Dude, that's the kind of shit like that one that I did a while back. Misty, I don't know if you ever came across it, because I do think I split it up and posted it. And the end of the video is just me shaking my fucking head like, I can't watch this. Because I was trying to humor the other side of things. I was trying to see another point of view. And it was just crazy trailer trash shit. It was creepy.
Saying, this is why I don't fuck with nobody. Do I want to be out in Cheatham County more? Yes. Do I want to be more involved in my community? Yes. But it's hard when most of my fucking interactions are like the shit we just talked about. That's all I'm saying. And I had to get that out, man, because it's just like, damn. And I'm totally cool just fucking sitting in my house, making my music, hanging out with my kid, cutting my grass, going on tour, going to work, and coming home. I'm cool with it. That's what you're supposed to do as a man. Go to work, come home, and fucking do what you're supposed to do. And not have to deal with the majority of people believing something that they seen in bold-ass letters on the internet.
Right.
How about what you see in real life? How about that? That's all I'm saying. Damn.
Yeah, dude, people have gotten weird with this shit. That's really what I can say on that. It's gotten really weird. And church is just kind of covering it. And my add to that, I guess, is everybody's over it, bruh. Just like I. You know? Just like I am. So, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't really feel like checking any more shit out. I got other shit I could get done. And honestly, that's where I'm at with drama nowadays, man. Don't get me wrong, I still want to watch this, right? It's still church's videos and stuff. But I can only take the dose of these videos like a normal person, like when they come out, one at a time kind of thing. It's hard for me to binge just on it now when it's about all the stuff that's been going on, because I've been listening to it for months, and I've been kind of following along through the lives and shit. Now I'm just being able to catch up on the videos, right? And it's like, yikes. Just glad to move on from it, man. I mean, it sucks that Redneck Rave's not gonna be like a place to go fucking party at and shit. It was one of those things that for a long time I looked at like, fuck yeah, I want to go, check it out. But I'm just kind of getting to the point. I'm like, it no longer feels fun, man. Like, you gonna go there and there's gonna be some drama shit, So, I don't know. Yeah, bored of it all, Misty. That's a fact. So, why am I checking it out? Just making my commentary, giving you my thoughts, for whatever it's worth. If you want to hear it, you want to hear it. That's what I'm doing it for. If nobody watches it, then I did it for nobody. Fine. Anyway. Yeah, that lawyer saying there's a limit to free speech is exactly what's wrong with this country. Since when is it illegal to voice your opinion? Again, I'll just restate. 100%, they're not wrong. There are cases where your opinion can infringe. But this is not the case. It's not an infringement. It is, your opinion generally can't infringe, I guess, is what I would say. I can't think of cases where it would. But that's where this big difference is, man. Just because you're a lawyer doesn't mean, he's not allowed to say that. I'm gonna get him in trouble. You may win a lawsuit, on some petty ass shit from the jury, but most likely you're not gonna. So, anyway, that being said, your boy's just over it. So, appreciate y'all tuning in. And yeah, we will we'll catch y'all on the next one. Stay tuned for a little bit of music on the play out. Appreciate you guys.
Sometimes I hate the place I love. This love made me hate myself so much for playing with a lady's heart that never should have got broke. I ain't missing or getting no admission to love no more. Baby, baby, I'm sorry and sorry again. Sorry so many times, sorry don't mean shit. When it's coming out my lips, see myself in a mirror, so I haul off and break that. This county ain't fair, why am I still here? Pass me on Main and we both still stare. Swerving double lines, but looking in the rear view. Too much to say, even though we both want to. But she knows my tone's made of silver. Turn into a poet when I tell her how much I miss her. If a new man's mad about it, tell him I don't care. Sometimes this county ain't fair. Sometimes this county ain't fair. Sometimes this county ain't. Maybe I'm crazy like Willie Cash and Waylon lately. I've been out alone doing about 180, trying to jumpstart my heart cause it's dead right now. But in my hometown the headlights never go out. Maybe dimmer as the years fade, but I can shine some love straight through any window pane. Guess this town does what they say, cause my truck's still stuck in them round here. This county ain't fair, why am I still here? Pass me on Main and we both still stare. Swerving double lines, both looking in the rear view. Too much to say, even though we both want to. But she knows my tongue's made of silver. Turn into a poet when I tell her how much I miss her. If a new man's mad about it, tell him I don't care. Sometimes this county ain't fair. Sometimes this county ain't fair. Sometimes this county ain't